Open tabs, margin notes, highlighter, bleed through quotes, research mind, steady eye, patterns only she can note. I-90 fog, whispering under wheels, skyline, afterglow, 2 states, packed rooms, quiet minds that know, no sign needed out front. They circle to her voice, questions rise before she starts, curiosity by choice. She pivots mid-lecture, checks who's leaning in close. Say the part you skip out loud, that's where the learning goes. Heads home with the speakers up, Biggie in the background, mind still mapping theories while the city slows down. She teaches the why behind the crime, the hurt behind the face, Philly in her backbone, psychology in her grace. Don't let the hype fool you, she stands 10 stories tall. She don't just teach the lesson, she teaches you through it all. Late nights with case files open, notes in the margin glow. She's showing you your story's roots, so you can choose where to go. Biggie quotes inside the slides, right next to coping skills. Spread love between the lines of how a nervous system feels. Long days, quiet grit, humor in the punchlines. You are more than this moment. Written 10 times, old assessments in a folder, ink dust on the sleeve. She can map anxious attachment before you know you grieve. 1 foot in Jersey lecture halls, 1 on the Philly street. Home is where she learned to fight, classes where we don't repeat. Grown kids texting check-ins, pride she doesn't post. She teaches minds all day, then goes in mother's most. Case files, true crime, mind behind the scenes. She doesn't tell you what they did, she shows you what it means. Your story is not your diagnosis. You are allowed to rewrite it.
Hi everyone, long time no see, but I'm back and refreshed, especially because my daughter graduated college today. Well, she graduates college in 2 weeks today. Ooh, I have to take that off, that's going to be annoying. Sorry. Today was a ceremony for honors, so she got like her honor sash. We went up on the stage. They asked, it was me, my husband, Ava, my other daughter, and my mom, and we were up on stage with Gianna, like why they gave her awards and all. So they asked her, like, I guess like a while ago, not now, who she would, you know, like who was the one person that she would thank and all that stuff. So before it was her turn, my husband was like, is it me or did like nobody say their dad? And I was like, no, you're not wrong. Like they all said their mom. It was funny. So this one boy says his dad, but his mom wasn't with him. So I was like, oh no. But, and of course Gianna, she was like, I thank my family. And I was like, well, right, she thanked our family. Like she didn't say mom. And then all of a sudden it was like, not only did she say mom, but she went on a whole speech about me, you guys. I was like, oh my God. I felt so blessed. The whole auditorium started clapping for me because she told them all that she wants to get her doctorate just like her mom. And she told them that I graduated with my doctor a year ago. It was so awesome. It was really cool. And then I gave a little speech about her, which was pretty cool. It's a paragraph. Do you guys want to hear what I said about her? It'll give you a little understanding of who she is. She's the one that was born missing her fibula, ankle, and last 2 toes on the right side. She's had over 30 surgeries, limb lengthenings, all kinds of shit. But real quick, before we start, why people are coming in. Hi, everybody. I wrote Gianna. Oh, well, I'll just read you the second part, not the first part. Gianna, from the very beginning of your story. Oh, no, this is the first part. It's only a paragraph and a half, real quick. From the very beginning, your story has never followed an easy or predictable path. That's exactly what makes today so extraordinary. You entered this world early, already rewriting expectations, and you've been doing so ever since. What we saw then was a spark. We even call you Sparkles. But what we see now is something far greater: resilience, discipline, and quiet confidence that doesn't need to announce itself to be felt. If you didn't just make it through Penn State, you rose through it, meeting every challenge with determination and showing us again and again who you've become. As you take this next step towards physical therapy school, I want you to remember this. Your strength is not just in what you've achieved, but in how you've achieved it. With empathy, perseverance, and heart, you have a rare ability to turn adversity into purpose, and that's exactly what will make you exceptional in the field you're entering. We are not just proud of your accomplishments, we're proud of your character, your courage, and the woman you've grown into. Gianna, you've never disappointed, not because you were expected to be perfect, but because you always show up as you. And that has always been more than enough. Boom. There we go. I was like, now, a couple years ago when she graduated high school, I wrote this like whole thing for her. And I have to be honest, I worked a lot this week, so, and she knows, but I put my old one in like ChatGPT, and I like literally, I should have just wrote it myself because I literally said the whole thing. You could see my whole, and I was like, will you just help me make this sound like all in like the right spot? And I was like, that's exactly what I was trying to say. So, but at least I'm honest about it. But it was pretty good, right? It was like not bad. Anyway, so you use it as a tool. You don't use it to do the whole thing, just as a tool. So, how you guys doing? Let's talk about David. Let's get into it. So, you guys, there's a lot going on. And the first of which we're going to go over is, oh my gosh. Well, first of all, let me say hi. I didn't even say hi to you guys. Let me just see who's in here. We have Cuff You, Joanne, hi. We have Birdie. Andrea's here. Hi, guys. Hi. Fancy Nancy, what are you doing? How you doing? Ella's here. Where's Truth? I saw Truth somewhere. So, you guys, thank you for saying congratulations to my daughter. Oh, I look amazing. Thanks. I didn't really even try, but thank you. I appreciate that. We're going to talk about D4, or David. Why did I just say that? I don't know why I just said that. You guys, I was thinking, and I haven't gotten a chance because I really, I work a lot, so I haven't gotten a chance, but I don't think I've heard this yet. And I'm like, why hasn't anybody said this? It seems like duh to me. And I want to know if it's like duh to you guys. Or not duh, that's not the word I'm looking for. I don't know why. It's the first thing I thought of, but I haven't really heard much of it, so I want to see what you guys have to say. So why aren't we thinking 3D printer? So, and if you're like, what is she talking about? In the David case, right, with David and Celeste, there is blue hard plastic found in her cuts in the autopsy. And the first thing I thought of was blue plastic. I know what it was. I know what made me think. I was watching Nancy Grace and she had on Joseph Scott Morgan and they were saying they didn't know what it is, but when she was explaining it, they were like little blue plastic, and I'm like, and then I thought about it and I'm like, it's definitely a 3D printer in my opinion. He did use a 3D printer? How do we know? Or are you saying like you think he did? You think it's from a tarp. So, Fancy Nancy. I think when Nancy Grace, I don't know if it was her or somebody on Nancy Grace was saying, could it be a tarp? And I was like, it could be, and it could be, right? But I think they say, and we're going to look over it today, I think they say in the autopsy report that it was hard plastic. And if that's the case, I have to reread it, but if that's the case, then you have heard people talking about a 3D printer. Thank God, Lisa, because I was like, maybe I'm way off. That's what I was thinking. I have to be honest. I thought I was way off. I was like, and then I'm like, let me bring it up to them and see what everybody else thinks, because I feel like, I don't know. And then I also thought about it, and where I work at one of the colleges I work at, we have a whole program where they do all kinds of 3D printing. So I walk through the 3D printing room often, and I see the things that they do, and I see they have when you're like the old time movies and it looks like the circle, with all the film, that I can just picture in my head a bunch of them with blue plastic spun around it for the 3D printer. And I was like, could he have made his own tools? Could he have thought about it and thought, if I go buy tools, I might get caught? You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So if you use a 3D printer, I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming you could make a saw with a 3D printer, right? You could make a GUN with a 3D printer. You can make a saw, I'm sure. But what do you guys think? Hi, Case. Case, I'm wondering if you guys think, what's the possibility? Oh no, you just got discharged? Oh, I hope you're okay. I don't know what's happening, but I hope you're all right. But Case, what do you think? Do you think it could be a 3D printer? the blue hard plastic, and I'm going to pull it up while we're talking about this. I'm going to pull up the autopsy report so you guys can see it. But I really did miss you guys. Thank you all for joining me here. I appreciate you. It's been a few days, like quite a few. All right, so if you guys have questions at any point while we do this, just let me know. And thank you to all the people that have been reaching out to me. I don't want to give it too much air, so I'm not going to. But you know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know, right? And just know this. I don't know if it's because I just hung out with my mom and she's got her ways. We've talked about it before. And she's always just like, oh, Jamie, stop it. It's no big deal. Or, oh, Jamie, stop it. Just move on. Or what are you even worried about that for? And she just isn't the emotional person that I am. So I don't know if that was it or if it's been a few days and I'm thinking about it. And the more I think about it, the more I'm like, what am I doing? Like, why am I worried about, not worried, that's the wrong word. Why would I even put this in any of this anywhere near my head? And I'm not doing it anymore. There's no need to. I know who I am, but I do want to tell all of you who I am, just in case you're joining me for the first time or in case you're not sure. So I am Dr. Jamie Vona. I'm not cosplaying as one. I really am. My credentials you could find in a couple places. You could Google it too. But I have a bachelor's and master's in counseling psychology and human services, a specialization in marriage and family therapy, and a doctorate in education. I could have gotten my doctorate in psychology. It might have been even easier for me because psychology is my whole world. I've been teaching psychology for over 20 years at the college and university level, and I've even taught at the high school level, but through the college. So it's a college course, but you go to the high school to teach it. So, but anyway, that's besides the point. I've been there forever. I teach psychology. I teach everything from abnormal psych, which is psychopathology. It depends on which school you're taking it in, to intro to psych. I like teaching that too, every now and then. They give it to me in the fall on purpose because I like hook students. So they'll take the next psych with me because they had me for the first one. So the second one would be developmental psych and then abnormal psych, or psychopathology, depending on where you take it, research methods, statistics, all the things. Family violence. I'm teaching an awesome family violence class coming up. So just know, I even teach clinical applications to counseling. So please know that I have the credentials to do this. And I've had many jobs, but let me be honest, I'm afraid to put any of them out there, like including some of the ones I have now, because I don't want to weaponize myself. There's no need to. I've learned my lesson. But just let me promise you, and if anybody wants it, you could just, email me on the side or something. Guilty of crime, what the F are you doing here? Hey, Andrea's here, shut the F up. Diane. Hi, guys. Come on in. Guilty of crime, we have to catch up and do a live or something. Everybody here loves you. I just want to tell you that, just in case you didn't know. So if anybody here doesn't know, Guilty of Crime, it's an awesome true crime channel. Go sub up. I'm sure Cuffy put it in the chat, and if not, she's doing it right now. She'll probably write in chat in 2 seconds. I did that 10 minutes ago and I just didn't notice yet because she's so on top of things. But welcome everybody. Thank you. Harlot's here. I still don't see Truth. Where the heck is Truth? Cuffy, tell Truth to get her ass in here. No excuses. It's Friday night for her bitch. Tell her, okay? Okay. All right, so let's look at this, you guys. I came in at the perfect time. I got to hear your credentials and would love to collaborate with you. You got to hear my credentials. I'm so glad I gave them. And if anybody ever, Cocktails and Homicide, what's up? If anybody ever wants more details, please let me know. I keep my book, my dissertation handy over here. It's 200 pages. It's published. All the things. So I've done counseling and all the way back in the day, but we're not going to talk about that right now because I don't want to go too far into it. Let's just keep it where it is. But you guys just know I have multiple roles. I've had many jobs in my adult life. And how about that? Cacole is here and Sirius? Are you serious? Sirius is here? Webs of Deceit is here? Oh my God, you guys, all the cool people are here. I know that sounds terrible. I probably shouldn't have just said that out loud. But seriously, we literally have a chat full of aces, and I'm not even joking. I don't think I've ever said that before, so you know that I'm not just saying it. Wow, come on in, you guys. I feel so blessed. Thank you for being here with me. Wow. So let's go over this, you guys. Ready? And this is the deal. I think that this David case is so interesting to me for many reasons. I think that you'll see Jay. Do you mind if I just call you Jay? So that I don't have to say the channel name the whole time, but we'll make sure we put it in there. But I know that Jay did the Maddie Soto case, right? So how does this remind me of that in some way? Because of Stephen Stearns and how, and again, I'm not trying to whatever, and they're not exactly alike, but alike in the way that we see two young teenagers who, and this is just my opinion, I don't know this to be fact, I don't know if Jay agrees or not, I don't know what you know about this, but it is my opinion that Maddie, whether it was right or wrong, I feel like she fell in love with her perpetrator, just like I think Celeste fell in love with her perpetrator, right? Again, this is just my opinion, right? But I think that makes it different in the sense that when you feel like there's a relationship there and you feel like the other person is reciprocating, and remember, guys, we always talk about DV, right? And inter partner violence, right? And what do we always say there? That your biggest fear is also your greatest security. So the person that brings you the most fear also tends most often to be the person that's putting a roof over your head, or you're sharing the bills with, or something to where, no, usually they have more power than you do in the relationship. So they would make it, in most cases, to where they had more of a financial standing, because that would be a way to then hold something over you, or make you think I can't leave because where am I going to go? How am I going to afford it? Da 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 da. Who am I going to call? So we see why people stay in these relationships. Does anybody think that Celeste might have, I don't know, said, they in a fight maybe said something about telling people about him, whatever the case may be, and could that have made him? And again, going back with Stephen Stearns, did Maddie say that night or somewhere around there, just some threat? I just think back to when I was their age, and I had a mouth and a half. I said some, I just had a mouth and a half. So I feel like I would have, in an argument, even if I feared the person, I was the person that wouldn't have been able to help myself, and it would have done me bad. It wouldn't have been good. But I could see myself, especially at 14 years old, being I'm going to tell somebody or something like that, or do you guys remember when they're in the live together and she says, what, it's controversial for you to our kids, so stuff like that, right? And in that clip, we've gone over that before, and that's different in the sense that I think that she was being immature, not immature in a bad way, immature just being 13, 14 years old. So that's what I mean by that, not in a bad way. So I think she was being a kid, and I think he looked caught, you know what I mean? Speaking of, real quick, before we go over this autopsy, we also do hear that there's 40 terabytes of data, you guys. I tried to think about that. That's almost 6 times the amount that was in Brian Kohberger case. And everybody back then was like, there's 7 terabytes. That's so much. Da, 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 da. What is it? I think you could fit 300 movies in 1 terabyte. I mean, do the math. I mean, that's a lot of freaking movies, right? So one might think, how does someone get 40 terabytes of data? That's a lot. If you guys think about it, it's a lot. And I think we figured it out the other day when we heard the prosecution tell us that there's CSAM, right? And again, that was the same thing with Stephen Stearns. We found CSAM. So it wasn't, Maddie and Celeste weren't the first, and they wouldn't have been, for Stearns, she was probably the last, but wouldn't have been the last, I'm sure, in the future if he had his way. But with David, we know that other girls are now coming out saying that they too were with him. One girl in particular, I don't believe she's given her name, and she's right. She said she feels like she deserves to have a life after this person took advantage of her, and I agree with that. So I wouldn't even try to find her name out, but she exists, and she has put a statement out. So that is important, right? Hi, Colleen. Come on in. Hi, ZY. Or Z Young. There you go. Sorry, I'd say that in my head. Hey, A. Higgins. Come on in, girls. I didn't mean girls. These are all ladies. Vicstar and gentlemen, if any gentlemen are in here. Is Army Vet in here yet? Come on, Army Vet. Come join us. Or Travis. Let's see. We'll see who's in here. So, you guys, look at this. I'm sure you guys have all seen this autopsy. The reason I'm going over it personally is because, well, one, I didn't really get to see the whole thing. And two, I think that we have to see what happened to her to get an understanding of what happened to her. Does that make sense? Right? Does anybody, so you guys, over here, just read this, right? I'll zoom in a little bit so we can see this a little better. This says that it was 3/4 of an inch. And it says it's from 3 to 9 o'clock is the way it's facing. And if you could see here, if you pictured, I think it's just saying that it's straight across. It says there's a 2-inch tip and 1 inch right of the midline, 1.5 inches deep. So this one, we have one that's 1.5 inches deep, and the other one is 2 inches deep. Think about it, you guys. When I heard that, I was like, wait, what? I don't know about you, but how many of you feel like she was tortured? You guys, look who came to join us. Thor's here. Thor. He did not take a sip of a drink today, at least not while I was doing anything important. And I'm telling you, he just came in from outside and sees me at my computer. And he literally, it's unbelievable. And yes, Thor, you guys, it's Thor. Look, he heard his name and he just came walking over. He's like, oh wait, you called me? You called? Unbelievable, this dog. I can't. Thor is thirsty in more ways than one, Fancy Nancy. Thor is thirsty for attention as well. It's unbelievable. Y'all got Reddit? Oh, so, Z Young, if you give me a specific Reddit thread to look up or tell Cuffyou's really good at then finding it. Cuffyou, I swear to God, someday if I make money and stuff, I will pay you guys. I feel so bad. Cuffyou does so much for this channel, I can't even tell you. All of you do. Even not the mods, all of you do so much. Just showing up is a lot, so I do appreciate that. Okay, so over here, do you guys think she was tortured? Absolutely, you said. Put a 1 in chat if you think that and again, when I say tortured, anybody would be tortured, right, in this situation. I mean sadistically, where it was on purpose, intentional, slow. I mean, look at these places where and is it me? We got nurses in here. Birdie's in here. Hey, Birdie. Birdie's a nurse. We were just talking about it. And isn't Serious too, and Cuffyou, and we got lots of nurses in here. You guys are special people. I could not do it. Allie is diabetic now and needs 2 shots a day, and I nearly passed out. The needle is literally thinner than the earring you put in your ear hole, and I was shaking. I couldn't do it. I can't do it. So literally it takes such a special person to be a nurse. So thank to all of you nurses out there. I just do psychology. Nurses are, 1 in a million for sure. So over here to my nurses, is that where your heart is? The one on this side right here? And is this where your liver is? I don't know if I'm making myself sound really uneducated here. But someone tell me where exactly. Oh wait, Cuffyou just sent me. Oh no, sorry. Let me see. Wait, where do you want me to go? Do you want me to go somewhere, Cuffyou? You need to tell me, girl. Yes, the liver. Yes, the heart. Oh, I was like, oh my God, am I going to sound like an idiot if I say this out loud? But I was turning myself that way, and I'm doing this Pledge of Allegiance, and I'm like, that's your heart right over here, right under your nips. And then on this side over here, isn't that your liver? Believe it or not, I can't give Allie a butterfly needle. However, when I was, in my early 20s. I volunteered in the operating room for 4 years. I used to stand next to surgeons. I've watched open heart surgery multiple times. It's the weirdest thing, you guys. I went from literally, I felt like I could do the surgery myself. That's how much I would see surgeries. So anyway, I say that to say that I remember one of the surgeries that was done. It was on the liver, and I will never forget the smell. And it wasn't like, it's not like this is what it usually smells like. There was like disease going on, and it looked like somebody got a quarter and like pushed up, like was pushing out like that. It was the weirdest thing, but it was exploratory surgery because they couldn't figure out what was wrong with this guy. But as soon as they opened it, well, I did not mean to say that, God forbid. As soon as they opened him, it was the liver. I got to see the whole thing, so that's why I remember where the liver is. So I'm just being honest there. But I was like, oh, truth is here. You made it, bitch. Yes. All right, now we're complete. Truth's here. So, you guys, and Truth, of all people, I feel like, Truth, do you think that he's more sadistic than BK? Because I know that you think BK's sadistic. I mean, a lot of people do. I'm just saying. But do you guys find David to be more sadistic? I do. And let me tell you why. I believe that both lived in a fantasy. However, in my opinion, I think, you haven't looked at the autopsy stuff? Oh, it's too difficult. I see. And I do apologize. I probably should have given a trigger warning. Sorry about that. Over here, you guys, this is a trigger warning just in case. I probably should have said that earlier. I do apologize. Let's look over here. So let me pan out a little bit so we can see this a little bit better. So over here, let's start at the top. So it says here, Celeste Abigail. I was like, oh, it's so sad. But this is the second part. So it says it has her long black hair partially skeletonized. What is that? I mean, I know what that is. But what does that, I know that she was in the heat. I guess that would be advanced decomposition is what that would tell us, right? And it would be able, I'm assuming in this part is, a little, but I think it was Joseph Scott Morgan that I learned that there's different bugs and stuff and maggots and that there's many, Joseph Scott Morgan, not that you're ever going to watch this, but if he ever did, we'll be, I think, impressed that I remember that he said that there's multiple generations of maggots that are like flies that can occur. So not that there was here, I don't know if there was, but I was understanding what he was saying. Okay, you want to come up? This is the problem. You might have to call my phone though, because remember when I pull you up here and the sound doesn't work, I don't want to derail the live. So if you want to call, Cuff, I'll answer and then we could do it that way. Would that work? Or I could put you up here but how am I going to hear you? So I don't know how that's going to work. We have to one day just do it on the live separate, just us two, to see if we could figure it out. Actually, we need more than just us two, but a few of us. Yes? Okay, then just call and I'll answer when you call. Okay, you guys, Cuff, our moderator, is going to call in, and I think that'll be good so that we could keep it moving. Sometimes I'll start reading the chat and I'll get so into the chat. So if I could keep moving along and Cuff, you could come in and help move us along by either asking me questions that you guys are saying or answering questions that I may have. Okay, 1 second.
I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Can everybody hear her? I'm assuming you can. Okay. Oh, Ella says our audio is good tonight, you guys. Nice. Cuff, are you there?
Yeah. Hey, everybody. I see everyone saying hey. I think that we got a delay, Jamie, so just so you know.
Yes, well, I know that, Goof.
Okay.
I think when people come on, I should tell them that they have a delay because I'm used to it from being on here. But that's funny, you guys. So if and Jay, I don't know if she's still in here, but she knows too, or anybody that's ever done a live or whatever. It's funny because sometimes you'll ask the chat a question, but because you're on a 20-30 second delay, it's like you'll like wait and then you're like, wait a minute, but then they're going to be waiting while it's a whole thing. It's like a big mind F, but it's whatever. I'm used to it, I think. But so yeah, so what's going on, Cuff? I almost called you your name. Whoops.
So first of all, yes, she was skeletonized in several areas of her body.
And you guys could hear her, right? Just to make sure everybody can hear her good. I'm assuming they can. Go ahead. It'll take like 20 seconds for someone to answer. It takes a minute to get used to, but you'll get used to it.
Yeah, okay. So the wounds were to her lung and liver. And that is actually a survivable wound. I know that we have people that we disagree with. It's about seeing in the hospital people survive it. So if she'd have been helped at that point, she could have lived. But I mean, we obviously knew that wasn't the goal. They were trying to, take her out. And
well, wait, you said they. So when you say they, did you mean?
I don't know.
Well, no, and this is just your personal opinion, obviously. But I'm saying, like, do you think it was a they or do you think it was him?
I think in my opinion,
yes.
He's so small. I just don't think he could do all this by himself, and here's why. It is so hard work to dismember a body.
Well, what about the first part? What about
yeah, he could have stabbed her.
Right? And then so you think so maybe that's what I'm thinking. In my opinion, it looks like, and again, I don't know this to be true, but in my opinion, it looks like maybe he might have done it alone, but then had somebody help him.
Yes.
Is that what you're thinking?
Yes.
Yeah, I do
exactly
too.
What I'm thinking. Yeah.
I do too. Do you guys agree in the chat? Yeah, I think people are going to agree with that. So, and this is the thing. So, and when you say he's 5 foot, I mean, I'm 5 foot. We all know, like, I'm strong. I could whatever. But I see what you're saying. Like, I see what you're saying. But do you really need to be taller than 5 foot to dismember someone?
Well, it's not that. It's just, okay, we all know that when somebody dies, they are basically dead weight. And I know Creek can speak to this, so she, has experienced had a horrible experience in her life. So, but all I can tell you about her body and the condition it was found in, but it is a lot of work to dismember a body. It is hard. It's not easy. And, people think, oh, you can just, no problem, like a, turkey or something. It's not like that. It's hard. And
yeah,
so,
I hear that too.
I don't think in his size, I mean, we wouldn't have had the time with nobody around him to do it, first of all, because we know his house is always full of people. So, there is one of the videos that's in Discord, and I think I sent it to you in email too, where he talks about he's sorry for the way his bathroom smells. And so, there's some, thought, did he do it in there? And then,
No, I didn't even. Oh, I know what you're talking about. It was like a TikTok or something, and the girl says she pooped or whatever. Like after she's like, yes.
Yeah, but he said I pooped like 2 hours ago.
That's right.
And then the person that's doing the video was like, yeah, that would be gone. You know what I mean? Or whatever. So evidently it was a pretty foul smell. Anyway, as far as her body being found, though, and the condition it was in, I mean, there's people talking about her eyeball was missing.
Oh, yes, we're going to talk about that in a minute. But wait, if we stay on the dismemberment real quick. So I believe there were seven places where they believe, right, that she was dismembered. So the first one, one on the right arm, 9 inches from the top of the shoulder. So the reason I want to point this out is because, like you were saying, I think that if somebody knew what they were doing, they would have like done it closer to the joints and stuff like that. So the fact that whoever winds up doing this, like, is cutting just right in the middle of nothing, like just 9 inches from the top of the shoulder, like, that's not your elbow or your shoulder. That's like somewhere in the middle. Like, I would assume that would be harder than and I don't know, I've never done it, but I mean, we've all made chicken and stuff, right? I just feel like it would be harder to go all the way through the arm or the leg. Look at the one leg. I mean, both legs. Again, not done at like the joint. It's done like in the center. That's crazy to me. That seems like where the one's done at the knee, I could see, not that I could see, I don't mean it like that, but you know what I mean. Like that one makes more sense. But the fact that like this is just like the center of the legs, I don't know. What do you think? Like, what do you think about that? Even the other side of the arm, 6 inches from the top of the shoulder.
Okay, first of all, I'm looking at what Truth's saying, and she is a butcher's daughter, and
she is.
Can definitely speak to this.
She should be up here too. I hear you.
I think so too, and I mean, you know, definitely. But I know that I've seen amputations as a nurse, and they're even hard. So you know, you don't just slice someone's leg off. It's not that easy. I mean, you know what I mean.
So do you guys think that that a 3D printed knife would be?
It is.
Wait, why do you think it is? Why are you saying it is?
Because I'm going to tell you, Jay from Guilty of Crime, that's what she does for a living. She literally does that for a living, yes.
And did she think that too?
Yes.
Oh, well then I feel so smart. That's the first thing I thought of. I think I told you in Truth like days ago. I was like, why isn't anybody saying 3D printer?
Yeah, so if you go to her live from tonight and go to timestamp 3512.
She won't care, right?
No, I already texted her.
Oh, okay, cool. Awesome. Perfect. See, you are so on top of things. I can't even stand it.
Yeah, she's talking about it because she actually makes all that stuff. That's what she. Well, actually, she manages. I'm not sure if it's like a plant or whatever, but that's all they do is 3D printing. That's
right. Now that you say that, that's right. I kind of do remember that. Is she still on here? Thank you if you're still on here for letting us.
She had to go.
No problem.
Does not do Yeah, she doesn't do lives on the weekends because she spends it with her family.
But, absolutely, and you know how I am about that.
Yeah, she's going to get in touch with you about doing a collab.
Perfect. And the thing is, like, I totally, of all things, I would always say spend time with your family first. So I do agree with that. So I think that's, like, the right move. So I'm thankful that she even stopped in. So the one from 2 hours ago, I'm assuming. So let's see.
Yes.
And what timestamp?
35:12. 35 minutes, 12 seconds, or 12 seconds.
Right. Well, let's just do, we'll just start at 35. We'll see. All right, let's see. So let me share my screen with you guys. All right, you guys.
Apparently, she doesn't think he just made that saw.
Okay, I can't wait to hear.
She shows pictures of other weapons that he's like holding. And she talks about it,
Oh, wait till you guys see what I have for after this. I went through his TikToks and everything, and I know that a lot of people in here don't do TikTok, and I get why. Like, I totally get it, but I have a TikTok, so I look or whatever. I looked up, you guys, what he was doing the day of her thing, the days after, and I know some people like have shown the ones on Instagram. I'm sure they've even shown us TikToks, but some of the ones that I saw right after were so alarming to me. One of them is him using like the cosplay, and he's using like is that what you're talking about? I feel like they could have been 3D printed.
Yeah, and his Withered album came out the day after she was alive.
Yes, I'm going to show that tonight too. That's absolutely right.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely right. I pulled it up, but for some reason it's not coming up here, so hold on. I have to pull it up in a different tab. So let's just keep talking for 1 sec. Oh, wait, I might have already... Oh, no, I'm just going to do it here to make it easy. So,
I know, Harlot. I'm seeing what you say.
What's Harlot saying?
She's saying she doesn't get how a 3D printer...
Oh, we're going to show you in 1 second because I just saw her thumbnail, and that's exactly what I pictured what she showed on her thumbnail.
Okay, so here's the thing, Harlot. Let me say this real quick, because what she said is, somebody said earlier there was a tarp. There was no tarp in that trunk. The blue material that they found, and she's going to talk about it, is from that 3D printer saw, because the blade on the saw is actually blue.
100%, I think it's from the saw. 100%. Yeah. And I'm sure Jay's going to show us. But I even have, I pulled up pictures.
I don't know, Truth. I'm sorry. I'm not ignoring you, Truth.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I don't know about the knife. I don't know. I think she does mention it, though. So let's see.
Real quick, this is what I was, what I looked up. So I don't know if this is what she showed, but this is literally, it's like, I think when we think of plastic, not other people, but even me, you think of like, I don't know, bigger things or whatever. Like, I don't always think of plastic as being so bendable and stuff like that. So the fact that like right here you could see, and I'm assuming you guys could see this where it's got the blue, it looks like it's just wound up like cord, whatever. this is all takes, and this is what I see when we looked at guilty of crime. So let me pull hers up again real quick. I have it right here.
I couldn't believe that's what she did for a living. I was like, holy shit.
I don't know why I didn't.
Yeah.
I feel bad that I didn't like, make a more of a mental note of that. But now we know.
No idea until tonight.
Now we know.
Fingers and one of her
Okay, so this, you guys, is guilty of crime. This is Jay, and she has a channel, and please go over and subscribe if you're not already, and subscribe here if you're not already, of course.
Yeah, I'll put it in Discord.
All right,
I think I may have already put it in there.
She gave her permission, so with that being said, let's see. So wait, I usually put, when we do this, I put me over here. Let's see. Oh no, that's not where I usually put me. I want to get out of the way so we can see her. There we go. All right. And then I stop my thing so we could pay attention to her. All right, here we go.
is out as well. We're gonna get to all that, guys. I know you guys are ready for the gruesome details, but we're getting there. All right, so we got to that. Let me show you something before we get into anything. I kind of want to go over some of the creepy, weird stuff.
So here we go.
So I love this D4 or David Idiots, and I don't know.
This is the picture I was talking about.
I don't know who owns this group, but they do a fantastic job of whatever they do. Okay, so check this out. 3 things they noticed. Somebody sent me this yesterday, all right? So I just wanted to send this over. Almost all things.
You guys, we obviously think alike, because after this, I'm going to show you what I have also together for tonight, and this is one of them.
It's weird, stupid, fascinating, and tedious about the David, and his fall. All right, so keep it there. I wanted to show you guys this yesterday. Someone had pointed out that these weapons are in fact weapons and could have been used. All right.
And wow, I didn't see this one.
We see
Oh wow, I didn't see this one, you guys. Look at this one. Doesn't that look like one of those things that sharpens a knife?
Yeah, so listen right here.
Oh, sorry, I should just shut up.
One that could possibly be.
No, I know you didn't mean it like that. I'm just saying she's probably going to say it next, and I just went ahead of myself.
It says EDC hacksaw, and guys, that's a 3D print. You see that cairn right there? All you need is a part file. It's a file. It's like we call it part file. You know, I run a mechanical engineering company, right?
Wow.
You guys know that I've been working for and running a mechanical engineering company here in the Bay Area for the last 18 years. So I work with Apple, Facebook, Google. We 3D print all day long, all the time.
Yeah.
So in order to do that, you have to have a part file that you put into your computer, and the part file will come out with a saw. Okay? Yeah, you know that. Krista knows that. A lot of you guys don't know that, but if you do, I could make that saw. I could make the weapon that, what was that guy's name that shot the healthcare guy?
You make a gun.
Healthcare guy.
Louis Mangione. Yes, you can make one, right.
He 3D printed his gun. All right? So, all of this is going to be on his... I run a mechanical engineering company. I'm the COO, or the managing director.
That is so badass if she hears this.
All right, I am not a mechanical engineer, but I run the company. I don't need to know the software. I've been there so for damn long that, that's what I do. That's my job during the day.
Love it.
Yeah, the 3 grand juries, face down in the trunk. Yeah, we're going to get to all that. Yeah. Mangione, yes. Yes, when I heard that Luigi Mangione 3D printed his stuff, I was like, damn, we were just talking about that. Yeah, however you spelled it's fine. So anyway, I was talking to my boss today about the 3D printed hacksaw, and he had a hacksaw on his desk, because that's what we do. We're a company that makes, we use part files, we make stuff, we do, what do you call it? I don't know, I'm using a stand right now. I'm literally using a stand that he 3D printed for me so that I can look at my phone while I'm talking to you guys. The other day.
So just for people that aren't aware, because not everybody has seen a 3D printer before, and we hear a 3D printer, but I think a lot of us in my generation and older think of those pop out cards from Hallmark, where you open it up and it pops out we're a 3D card. I don't think people, not everybody at least, realizes that we're talking about, like Jay just said, something you could put your phone on, like a phone stand, a gun, and not, like you can make things. Like it's not just like it's not just a 3D like you know, art type thing. Like it's literally tangible things. You have to see the hologram things and stuff that they do at my college. It's amazing what they do.
Hey, he 3D printed me some
It is.
earrings. Oh,
Earrings.
Yeah, my boss is
Wow.
awesome. My boss is awesome, and he's making me another stand. He's just the coolest guy. You could make anything you want. We also have we have like some $80,000 machine that molds you can cut the steel parts. I can't.
That's what we have at the college.
We have a whole shop, guys. All right, easy to do. You could melt it down afterwards, and nobody would know. However, that trace of the part file is going to stay on the machine. When I say the machine, the 3D printing machine, it's going to stay in your email if you downloaded it. It's going to be on the website where you downloaded it from. Dude, everywhere. Traces everywhere.
Could you get rid of the traces though, like BK did?
No, because it comes off the blade of the 3D printed saw. So it leaves like little plastic.
No, I think she meant like, didn't she mean like it would be stored in all like the digital stuff?
Oh, yes. I'm sorry.
Could somebody possibly, if they were good with digital, like with technology?
Yes. The machine will store it.
Okay, and that it seems like she just said like it stores in so many places that even if you did delete it somewhere, you might not somewhere else. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Member for 5 months. Thank you. Happy Friday, Rose. Good to see you.
Keep like whatever of Harlot's link so that we could play it after.
Yeah, I got it.
I know. I wish you were closer, Foxy. I was just thinking today I needed to send you some stuff, but I needed to print you or do some stuff. But yeah, we do all that. Bongs like nothing.
She said someone said, Jay, you need to print me a 3D printed bong. Could you imagine?
Yeah,
medical companies.
That's what I thought of.
Rocketdyne, rocket companies,
You're right.
like Northrop Grumman, all the companies, all the big companies. That's why I'm in Silicon Valley. All right. We just finished up Apple training this week for CAM, NX CAM, and CAM is different than like mechanical engineering. It's more of building stuff on that side with machines. So anyway, yeah, you could 3D print a house frame. You could 3D print anything you want.
Wow.
As long as you use the correct materials. Now, if you don't use the correct materials, well, then your saw is probably going to fall off into pieces of a cut wound that you're trying to saw something apart with. Just saying. All right. So this guy.
Yes, you guys. This is the day
my album
of.
drops tomorrow.
The day of.
Yeah.
This is what we're about to see.
If you look, hold on 1 second. She's going to say, if you look behind him on that couch, at the very end of that couch, that is her purse.
Oh, I saw. Yes, I do see that. Yes, you guys, her purse is seen in here, and it's the purse that she has, the black purse when it's like covering her face in another picture.
Nope. This is a white purse sitting on the end of the couch.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of a different. There's another picture where you see her black purse somewhere, but I see what you're saying. I could see. Too bad I can't. I can't blow it up here, but I see.
And if you look down to the lower right, right under where his bottom, like. That's her Crocs, her Hello Kitty Crocs.
Oh, right here by the wash basket?
Yep.
Oh, what is...
I know.
With Celeste stuff back there after she's dead, right? And I'm going to read the things.
Wait, wasn't that the day of?
This is the day after.
Are you sure? I thought this is the day of.
You can play it. I think she plays it and he says it. I'm not sure.
All right. He says, I have it in my thing after, we'll watch it too, but does it, I was looking to see if I could see it up here. No, it doesn't say. All right, we'll see. Let's see what happens.
This guy, this loser.
I'll look it up.
My album drops tomorrow with Celeste stuff back there after she's dead, right?
Okay.
And I'm going to read the things that are weird about it. But this guy, man, I just don't understand. I can't comprehend this line of thought. So 3 odd things quickly that this person noticed, and I love this Reddit place over here just because it gives a lot of info. Number 1, the autopsy reported that there were blue plastic pieces found inside of Celeste's dismembered wounds. Now, she said, I saw a post earlier where someone mentioned 3D printed hacksaw, which is commonly used for cutting through bones of deer. It's also alleged she was dismembered on 5/5/25. David posted this TikTok on 5/17. I could be wrong, but doesn't it seem like these props are 3D printed? Another user mentioned that the hacksaw blades are commonly coated with blue paint. Agreed. All right, now, second thing, last year on 4/23/25, David posted his TikTok promoting the drop of his album. That's the day she died.
Yes, I was right. Okay. So that was the day she died, but this is the thing. I think that, and I could be wrong, but this might have been right before he did it.
In the autopsy reports, guys, I gotta tell you, if you don't already know, she had her tube top on. She was almost
Sorry, hold on. My TikTok is playing in the background.
And you're gonna see some pictures with the tube top she's wearing before she dies. She's wearing that same tube top.
And you see afterwards, how crazy is this, you guys? Just in case I forget, you see afterwards, and it was like pretty soon afterwards that yes, Z Young, you could do that. Z Young, do you have our Discord link? Maybe you could put Discord link in there. Z Young has evidence.
Oh no, I got it.
That would be cool. Hi,
Here it comes.
X8H8E. I don't know how to say that. X8. I don't know.
I put it in there.
Awesome. Yeah, so she put it in there, so perfect. But real quick, just in case, I don't want to forget, but afterwards, like if it was like pretty soon afterwards, he's at a concert, and one of the pictures that we thought might have been Celeste, like for way back in the day, it actually is the new Celeste, and she's wearing a tube top, which makes a black one, which makes me think like that he 100% knew what he was doing as far as finding another Celeste. So in my opinion, he found a Celeste that was of age that looked like Celeste. And not only that, you guys, how crazy is it that her name was Celeste, what was it, Herrera's, and our Celeste, not our Celeste, but you know what I mean, is very close, Celeste Rivas Hernandez. So their last names are so close and their first names are the same, and they both have, you know, the dark curly hair. They're both around the same build. Like they definitely could pass for each other, like especially in a way where if somebody said like, oh, you know, I met her, like there was no way that girl was 13, and then here, but they're really talking about the older Celeste, you could see how this could confuse people. That is such an advanced level of cognition, in my opinion, or thinking forward for someone who is in this situation. Because I believe Celeste, the other Celeste, was around for a while. So much so that when they hung out together, the two Celeste, the older Celeste was called Cece, right? So this is what I think's weird about that. Not weird, but what I think's ironic about that. Usually, think about it, right? Let's say your name's Joe, right? And, you know, there's another Joe. You usually call one of them Joe and the other one maybe Joey or something like that. But Joe would be the one, or the one that keeps their name is the one that usually is the older one, right? Like I'm older than you. I'll be Jamie. You could be, you know, Jamie 2 or whatever. I said Jamie 2. I'm thinking of Truce Jamie 3. Which looks very beautiful, by the way. She showed you.
I'm sorry. I'm answering.
No, you're good. So anyway, that just for people that are listening, that's what I think. So I think that he used the other Celeste as a way to get out of, if in his head, not that he did, he obviously didn't get rid of it, but in his head, I think that was his way of trying to trick people, and it worked for a little bit in the very beginning. If you guys remember, people were questioning it. Maybe people didn't, you know, totally believe it, but people were like, wait, is there more than one Celeste? And sure enough, there is. I actually have that picture where it's both Celeste, it's David and Neo in the picture. So, and that was just interesting because that proves that she did hang out with her at some point.
But she was almost skeletal remains. She also had on her leggings, and underwear, and socks. No shoes. And in his TikTok, Celeste's shoes are literally in the background. All right? Literally in the background. 1, 2, 3. Right here. Her shoes are back here. Whatever pair of shoes she was wearing is back in that picture. On the day
Yeah.
She was alleged to be.
So that's interesting. So that would, but see these black shoes over here? Do you see? So if you go to the left of the white shoes, I don't know if you guys could see my cursor at all. I don't think you can.
Yeah, we can.
Oh, you can see my cursor. Do you see over here? Is that a black? Are they those black sneakers?
Yeah, I think she mentions that too, I think.
Oh, how about that? Maybe I should just let her talk.
Murdered, and he dropped his album. Okay? If that doesn't tell you something about this monster, I don't know what does.
Yeah, right.
Can you imagine? Now, I gotta tell you, the family is just devastated. All right, I'll thank you guys in a second. I'll just take a quick thank you under your scar so very much for the $5 super chat. Emily, member for 16 months. It's okay. You're better. I'm glad you come back.
Yeah, let me know, you guys, how long you've been a member for. You could always hit the member thing and say how long you've been. It's free, like, and you just put a message in it.
Past perfect. Member for 8 months. He felt untouchable. Yep. Making people rich.
He really
I mean, even
did
his brothers.
feel untouchable.
Well, okay, so he felt untouchable though because he was in many ways, as far as he was able to get away with so much because and this is my opinion, but if you look at his behaviors, we're looking at, I mean, if he did this, we're looking at someone with antisocial personality, right? So in my opinion, if, let's assume that he was found guilty just for the sake of me giving my opinion here. I do think that, we're going to see that sadistic quality. I think that he completely lived out his fantasies. I think that his fantasy and reality world became blurred, but in a way where it was intentional, not like blurred, like he didn't know or he was out, like not like that, like intentionally blurred, like where, he was going, he was teetering the line there, and then obviously goes over. Birdie's been a member for 8 months.
This is amazing.
That's awesome, Birdie. That is so long. Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow. That might be as long as I don't know. I guess if Truth does it, we'll know how long I've had memberships because Truth was my first. Truth, you were my first, Truth. Don't you feel special?
Y'all are just tell everybody that shit.
Turning on him. He says all pedos should die. All right. Thank you for what you do. I'm being a member for 5 months. Thank you. All right. There's a video of David walking the street. Yep, I've seen all of that.
Coca-Cola beats her out at 9 months. Shut up. Wow. Coca-Cola's been here for 9 months.
Oh, damn. I just saw it pop up there.
Holy crap, you guys. Wow. Thank you. Holy mackerel.
That's so
I can
cool.
sit here for 3 hours today talking to you about all the creepy shit that he did behind the scenes. But I want to dedicate this episode to Celeste and us really knowing who Celeste was and seeing who she was and understanding that this is not about David, but it is because of who he is. This is about Celeste Rivas and getting justice for her and the other children that have been raped by this monster. All right. Now, another user mentioned David is wearing the head wrap that Celeste wore in the previous photo. They say, I can't find it, but there's a photo of her at the concert wearing it. From what I've seen, David only started regularly wearing the head wrap, specifically after her date of death. All right, so you guys see what's going on here.
Hey, Ramona.
We can go through this for hours, and I wouldn't be done. All right, I would not be done.
Seriously, I hear her.
Hours. Now we're gonna do a quick recap. Hold on. Let's do a quick recap of what the heck happened and what's going on while I set everything else up. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, hang on 1 second. She'll show it.
A year to the date from when prosecutors say that Celeste was killed by him. I'm going to break down what went down in the courtroom today. Before I get into that, there were a lot of people in the comments asking why David appeared at his arraignment in regular clothes and not an orange jumpsuit. This is common for people who are in the early stages of court proceedings, such as how David is. The court allows them to...
Now, this was on 4/23, which is yesterday. He had orange jumpsuits on, so I'm wondering what.
Yeah, he did.
Why is he saying? Maybe he's just taking the picture from the first court date. Because yesterday, guys, he had his orange scrubs on. All right.
Yeah.
Oh God, Discord. Yes, Discord. Oh my God, so many things, guys. I'm not a
There is so much in Discord, I can't even tell you.
Yeah.
I think he
Discord.
felt safe in Discord, I do.
Yeah.
I think he felt like he found his tribe there, and he
Yeah.
did for a big part, which is why he does get away with a lot of stuff. So no wonder why he thought he could get away with a lot of stuff, because he had gotten away with a lot of stuff. If you, like with the Discords, I feel like nobody was surprised. Like everybody knew who Celeste was.
Yeah, and in his Discord that we still have, I think you and I have it, it's David's Closet. Under the pictures and videos, people
Truth,
are
wait, hold on real quick. Truth, I did hit my mic. That was by accident. I had to go get Thor. He was like freaking out outside, and when I got up, my big ass hit the thing. So that was definitely my fault. My bad.
I take a break. Something happened? What are you referring to?
Wear street clothes, which is just everyday clothes, so that there's not a presumption of guilt in the courtroom when he's first seen. It's argued that if he were to enter the courtroom for the first time already dressed like a criminal, that makes people in the courtroom assume he is a criminal, and that goes against the whole motto of innocent until proven guilty.
Oh, yeah.
However, since
he's wrong, he was in an orange jumpsuit.
No, that's not what he's talking about. If you look at what he's looking at here, the very first date, the 20th.
Yeah.
But you're right. You are right though, because he has on the screen 4/23/26, but this was
That's
really
wrong.
4/20/26. So thank
Yeah.
you for picking up on that, because you're right. But in this one, I noticed the same thing. I was like, is he wearing a hoodie?
Yes, he was wearing a hoodie.
And then I'm like, that is so crazy to me. But then I got it. I was like, I get it. But I did hear the second time where their cameras weren't in there that he was wearing a jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Yes.
I see Ella just said the same thing. He definitely had a jumpsuit on. Trapmore Ross or whatever his name is. He does some freaking really good videos. Go ahead.
That's good to know. I'll have to look into him.
Yeah.
David has been formally charged. He did appear in the courtroom shackled and in an orange jumpsuit. And during today's court proceeding, prosecutors said that they went through David's phone and found a significant amount of child sex material.
Yeah.
This was footage.
So let me tell you guys, he said sex or whatever, that's whatever, but let's call it what it is, CSAM, it's child sexual assault material. When I hear people, and he doesn't do this, I'm just saying, when I hear people like say, like child porn or whatever, or child porn, that makes me nuts, because the porn industry, right, by, I even tell my students, like, that is, you shouldn't mistake, and I tell my daughters too, right? You shouldn't mistake porn for sex. They're two total, like, not that they're different, but they're different in the sense that when you're doing a porn video, you're meeting up beforehand, you're working so that like you're on the job, and you're like, you go through things in a contract. Like, are you down with this? Yeah, cool, we'll do that. Are you down with this? No, all right, that's off the table. So you have a whole contract. You know what to expect before it starts, and you know what you're going to get afterwards. Like, so in other words, where like with regular, sex or whatever, it's not always what it looks like on corn. People don't always do like a backspring and land on your, you know what I mean? Not that they do that in corn either, but you know what I mean? There's like, it's not always the same thing. Now, could you have an amazing time like you might see there? Sure. I'm just saying, for the most part, like the everyday is not always like that. So I think that when we do think of it as a whole, we do have to be careful, because before the age of 15, you cannot consent to corn, sex, none of it. By law. And your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain for decision making, impulse control, problem solving, that part of the brain's not done developing until you're like 24 years old. So you have lack of brain development at this particular point. So to say that it's child corn just drives me nuts, because for me, corn is intentional. Like, it's something that people do, whether it be for a living, they do because they're taping it and they're into it, whatever the case may be. When it comes to the child thing, because you can't consent to it, it now becomes sexual materials. Do you agree?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good. So I'm
working while I'm talking to you, damn it.
I know you are. I can hear you. Oh, I could hear you. All right, let's see what else she has to say.
That David was creating, and based on the fact that we know that he has other minor victims in addition to Celeste, I'm assuming that the videos and the photos were not just of her. This is part of the reason why he's being charged with lewd and lascivious sexual acts with a person under the age of 4.
Now I see people in chat saying, who's worse, this guy or Stearns? I'm gonna
Oh,
have
wow.
to say that
Yeah,
David
that
is
got
much
real
worse
hot in
because
this-
David had the
that got real hot,
capability
yeah.
to reach out to my daughter, to your daughter, to your grandchildren.
Oh, wait, hold on.
These people's kids.
So wait, which one did you, wait, let me see. I don't know what she said. Hold
worse
on.
because David had the.
I'm
I see
curious.
people in chat saying who's worse. This guy.
But how funny is that, you guys? Because in the beginning of the live, when I saw that she was in here, the first thing I said to her was, "Do you see a correlation between the two?" So that's interesting that other people do pick up on that as well, and that she answers it. So I'm dying to hear what she says.
Stearns.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say that David is much worse.
I agree. That's what I said. That's what I said. That's what I said.
Had the capability to reach out to my daughter, to your daughter, to your grandchildren, to these people.
Yep.
He was also, let's be honest, he was also, in my opinion, more attractive, and that does help as far as, and again, I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean as far as like where like girls would be like at that age, at a young age, where I feel like Stefan was old.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean by that? Like so when I say like, when I say good looking, I mean more like to the kids, he's going to look more, you know, he looks younger.
Right, and the thing about Maddie is she was isolated with Stefan and Jen, who's
Yes.
got a fucking jail, in my opinion. But anyway, and David was out there. I mean, you could tweet him, you could get him on X, Discord, you know, you can get him anywhere.
Yes.
I mean, and so these little girls would be in there.
And it's not even you could get him anywhere. He intentionally got you because do you remember?
Absolutely.
Do you
Yeah.
remember the one where in Discord where he said, "Is Celeste in here?" or "Where's Celeste?" or something,
Yeah.
and she said, right? So he puts it out there. Now my thing is, even if she wasn't on and he gets off, she gets on eventually, and there's somebody there that saw it and is like, or she comes back and sees it later. Do you know what I mean? But either way, it's like he said my name, like he knows who I am. Where
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Stefan
and it's
Stearns was
flattering.
like with Stefan Stearns, nobody cared who he was,
Right.
right?
And it's flattering. It's flattering.
Yes.
These girls are like, oh my God, David, say my name.
Right, and that's what I meant by more
Yeah.
attractive too. I meant like that's a great way of putting it. It's more you would feel more flattered, in my opinion, to get hit on by a 20-year-old than you would to get hit on by a 40-something-year-old.
I agree with that.
Yeah, just my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, let's keep watching.
Kids. To my neighbor, David had access to these little girls, and he wore pink shoes, and he dressed
Yes.
kid-like, and he did things to attract children.
Children.
And when David was trying to attract
Now-
Celeste, allegedly,
With all due respect, so did Stefan Stearns, as far as like David did it on a different level type thing because he was more popular, but Stefan also groomed. If we remember, Stefan was into all the toys. He bought Maddie her own special toy,
Yeah.
the Tamagotchis or whatever, and then even the little oh, I forget what they were called, the ones where it was like a kid that you had, not that it was a real kid, it was like a keychain type thing, but you had to like keep it alive. It was like real small. I forget what they were called. Were they the Tamagotchis? They might have been Tamagotchi. Whatever. I don't know. But he had the figurines and then he had all the other things. So I feel like he too knew what Maddie would like or other kids. And again, I really think that Stefan probably played with those things even when those kids weren't there, where David probably did not. It's probably more for grooming. But either way, both is grooming. And you know what I mean? Like, and we should see both for grooming, whether they're 40, 20, whatever. And she does say that here.
in the
Yeah,
beginning.
let me say one
they
thing real
had-
quick.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
So X8, H8, I don't know how you would say that, but the death penalty charge, there is a death penalty in California, but it's on moratorium right now. So he could be charged with a death penalty, but you know it's not going to be enacted. It's been inactive since 2012, I think.
Yes.
So LWOP would be our best hope.
Well,
You
this
know,
would be the thing, though. On DP, I want to say DP because I don't want us to get whatever.
I'm sorry, yeah.
No, you're good. You're good. But with the DP or whatever, wouldn't I know that like when you sit on that, like you're all by yourself, you don't get to. So my thing is, even
Right.
if it's on moratorium, wouldn't it still be considered a horrible existence in that you have nobody to talk to?
In my opinion, yes.
Yes.
There's 578 people on death row right now in California.
Oh my gosh, Chad Daybell's one of them, isn't he?
Yep. And who else?
Oh,
Shit.
there's another big one with Chad Daybell. I remember.
Oh, I can't remember his name. She says it on here.
Okay, well, let's watch.
Have all of those. They have all the law enforcement. I've found text messages where he's just meeting Celeste, and David goes into one of the, maybe it's a Discord or whatever. And he's like,
Scott
hey,
Peterson.
Is Celeste here? And she's like, yeah, I'm here. And she answers back like a little kid. She was 11 when that happened.
That's crazy.
And then she turned 12 by the time he really was grooming her. And definitely by 12, 13, he was already raping her. All right? So, wait, what? Someone spelled jail right? Or J? Hey, what's up, Gigi? Good to see you.
Oh, yeah,
Gotta slow down the street.
Hold on for a second. I'm moderating for her right now, and I spelled the word jail wrong in a comment way back. And some girl called me out. She just, "Cuss, you misspelled jail." And I put in the, I was like, I went, all I said was, okay. That's all I said.
I misspell shit all the time. Oh,
I was like, whatever, man. It was funny.
that is funny. What's its face? There was something. Oh, I know what I was going to say. For Z Young or whatever, you said that you put them in Discord, but I don't see it. Do you?
Let me go look real quick. You keep doing you.
Okay.
Stream. What? The stream's fast? What happened?
Yep, I see it all.
Let's continue.
Oh, you do? All right.
David's high-profile defense attorney Blair Burke told the judge that prosecutors cannot turn over all the evidence that they have, so they are not privy to what prosecutors have against their client exactly. So she's been saying that the allegations against David are just allegations and assumptions, and that he did not do this, and the evidence is going to showcase that. But she doesn't even know the evidence that they have against him. So what she's saying doesn't even hold any merit, in my opinion. During today's proceedings, Blair Burke said that David and his defense team want an immediate preliminary hearing. Prosecutors agreed. They said that they will be ready for a preliminary hearing next week, and the defense and the prosecution have agreed that they want to go to trial within 60 days. So in some cases, like the Idaho 4 case, the defendant, Ryan Koberger, wanted to keep extending things, delaying things. It took years to go to trial. David wants to go to trial right away. So we can see a trial as early as this summer. Now, we know that Celeste died, according to the medical examiner.
Guys, I gotta tell ya, if they do have a trial, I am so tempted to go down there. Date Flojo, I think you'll be there, right? I could totally, I'm in California, and that's in Los Angeles. So if there does happen to be a trial this summer, no school for the kiddo, man, I'm going down there, Flojo. That's what I want to do. So this is, I mean, this is exciting for me to see justice unfolding as quickly as it is, as long as it took them. Okay, it is very crazy. But I knew that was going to happen because he's not going to want to sit in jail just waiting. He's not going to play that tactic. He wants the frick out. And he thinks, in his sick mind, he thinks he's getting out. Yes. Flojo's the man. Don't sub up for him. We'll do a field trip with you and Flojo. Mab can come. Come on, guys. Have a camper. We'll try. I have an RV, but that means Mrs. Guilty will have to drive me because I don't drive it. I can drive it, but I don't like to. She's my chauffeur. All right, let's continue because we got a lot to get into with the autopsy breakdown, etc.
Due to stab wounds from a sharp object.
So,
a lot of people are pointing out the fact that David liked to flaunt this.
I don't want to watch her whole thing because we could always, you know
that's
what
what I'm saying. Just slide forward a little bit.
So wait, I was going to say, where is it? Did we not get to it?
Well, she started talking about it, then she went off on something else, and she goes back.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, she doesn't pick
No, it's good. I just didn't know.
Celeste's brother, before I forget, set for a statement. Her liver was damaged, all the things that they heard, right? And then they had to swab. They had to swab for her to see if she was being raped by multiple people. Is there DNA? Things that liquefied. It was bones. They had to check for saws. I mean, it's brutal, right? The family had to hear all that. And this is the brother's response. The family kind of gave the canned response. And I think they're feeling a little guilty because a lot of people are saying the parents should be charged. Right? All right, let's continue. I want to show you what Celeste Rivas' brother breaks down. And then I'm going straight to the autopsy. And we're going to get into that. All right, so Celeste Rivas' brother breaks down on live, crying, saying his family is completely broken after Celeste's death and that he can't ever forgive David. Admits he's struggling to hold himself back and he just wants to face him. He says, my whole family is devastated. We're lost. I don't care about the system. I just wish I could face him myself. And that's how we all feel, right? We want to get a shotgun and just one shot to the groin, put him out. All right, let's listen to this. It's only 40-something seconds, and then straight to the autopsy.
I want it for you to be silent. 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 Bro, get out, bro. Silent. Sorry. Okay. Silent. Bro. I don't care, bro.
No.
I don't care, bro. I don't care about that shit, bro. You just don't do that shit, bro. You just don't leave somebody do wrong to put somebody else, bro. Bro, no, bro. That's some bullshit, bro. That shit hurts, bro. I'm sorry, I don't want to.
Now listen, I mean, this is hard. It's really making my eyes water, and
That's so sad. Isn't Noella, isn't that grandma?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh, look, see, I learned one thing. My daughter's on Spanish 6, and that's like all I learned. So, I don't know a whole lot. But anyway, so this, you guys, just in case anybody's just joining, this is Celeste's brother, and he is just devastated.
didn't mean it
here's
to
the
do
thing,
that.
I don't know, this is in a video somewhere, and I'll try to find it for maybe another live, but he was actually supposed to go to the movies with Celeste the day that she was unalive, that we think, but he ended up not going, and either he took her over there or David sent a car to get her. So if he'd have gone over there, and it's like just hindsight, I wonder how this would have turned out. I don't know.
Let me play this real quick because the dogs are barking to go out.
Okay.
Damn it. Because we have to go into the autopsies next. This is heartbreaking, guys. Her brother was the last person to talk to her. She told him she was going to David's to watch a movie. Right? So, not only that, he knew who she was dating. They all knew who she was dating. She would go with David. We saw her everywhere. She just put a hood on and he media trained her. If this is how the brother is, imagine how the mom and the dad are.
I just broke my heart, bro.
Let me go one more time.
I wanted for you to be silent. 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 Bro, get out, bro. Silent. Sorry. Okay. Silent. Bro. I don't care, bro. I don't care, bro. I don't care about that shit, bro. You just don't do that shit, bro. You just don't leave somebody do wrong to put somebody else, bro. Bro, no, bro. That's some bullshit, bro. That shit hurts, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I don't want to scream at you, bro. I just broke my heart, bro. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scream. I wanted for you to be.
All right, now he was close. When we start getting into all the different pictures and images, when they were little, they almost looked like they were twins. That's how close they looked in age. Heartbreaking.
Wait, what's that?
Hella's in the house.
Hi, Hella. Welcome in. Okay, so Hella, in case you're just joining anyone, so welcome if you're joining. Please like and subscribe, all the things. But this is Celeste Rivas Hernandez's brother, and he's expressing obviously his family's hurt and sorrow over this, and he must be with his grandmom, I think, because he tells her like, that he needs to like get this out type thing. And what he's saying is that, and what Cuff you was telling us too was, he tells us, and I remember this, and he says that he knew that the last time he saw his sister, she went to the movies with a guy named David.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So let's listen to see what he has to say.
Breaking. I've got some heartbreaking images of Celeste as a baby, and guys, I can't. It's so hard. I can't even get to that until we're done with this, because I will not be able to do it when I see the children, when I see the baby pictures of this little brown baby, I can't. So let's get into this because, again, trigger warning, guys. All right, let me pull this down. This is a real case, and there's real people here. David's a perv, protected by Hollywood child molester. She was 14. How old is he? Note that the people who defend David boycott them, especially those who have daughters or sisters. Poor Celeste. Thank you. Thank you for saying that, Sarah. I agree. So many times he talks about stabbing, killing, and not even caring. We're gonna get into all that, guys. We're gonna be here for a little while because there's a lot to go over. You know, I don't just do one topic. I'm like squirrel. And even though we're talking about the same thing, I still squirrel quite a bit. I don't know how I pull this off. Sit here for hours. Trap more Ross. Yeah, squirrel. Exactly. 2025 at 11 a.m. Like I said earlier, this has been done. This has been done for.
What did you say?
If you want to like scoot forward a little bit, she goes back to the song. There's a picture of it. She puts up there. So
Okay.
you'll know when you get there.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Let me see.
Yeah.
And just so everybody knows, please go join or, like go subscribe and look at it.
Yeah.
All right. Let me just jump ahead. So we'll see.
Because she gets back to talking about the blue.
Yeah, and I want to hear what she has to say because that was my whole thing is if anybody's just coming in, one of my, the biggest question I have here is was that a 3D printed saw?
So I'm going to say something real quick to Hella because I posted I pimped you out everywhere, Jamie. I'm telling you.
You do?
So I dropped you in her Discord too, and she said she saw the link.
Oh my God, do you mind, Hella? I don't want to be one of those people. I don't want to, I don't.
Do tell me where to put it when I do it.
Well, Hella, just so you know, we have an entire tab for promoting other content creators that we like, and you're always in there, so just know that.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
Okay, do you know how much further I should go? I don't want to skip it.
I don't.
Have all the documents.
She popped the picture of it up there and it has a blue blade on it. So
all right, well, let's hear this real quick.
Something else, I'll find it and then come back to you.
Okay, let's do that. All right, let's do that. All right, let me switch over to...
Yeah, I'll find it.
All right, let me show you guys something else. So next I'm going to show you, I'm going to share a new screen. And I'm going to show you TikTok. So this is what I wanted to show you. So I have the things that... there we go. I have the things that he was doing the day of, the days after, stuff like that. However, while we were sitting here, I hit oldest and I was looking through some of this while we were watching that video, and there is alarming stuff here too. If you just read, not even play, but if I just read some of these, it says, so it first starts off with he makes a song with his 12-year-old brother. There's 80,000 views on that. That's amazing, right? Go. So then it says this old ass freestyle, and then who wanna hop on this? But then if he keeps going, and if you go down a little bit further, he says, hey guys, I'm back. I just dropped this on SoundCloud, link in the bio. And then he starts to put more out. Wait, hold on, let me show you. She wanna come over. She wanna come over. So now he starts talking about females, right? For the first time over here on his TikTok here. So when you go down, you guys, you could start to see some of the things that we even see later. So for example, there's one that's got 52.4 thousand likes, and it says, if it ain't about money, then we gotta separate. Oh my gosh. I'm sure these are the words to a song. And then it says, red dot, chop and hit his face. I don't know, whatever that means. The point is you could start to see a type already. Here, I'll make it bigger so you guys could see. I don't want to get in trouble for the volume, so let me turn that off just for a second because I feel I don't know, just in case. But over here, look, you could already see that he is posting young females with dark hair, and you're going to see this over and over. So you're going to start to see. So this one says, staring at you till the song blows up. He starts to, you're going to see, I was like, oh my gosh, he sounds very lonely. Wait till you hear this. He then says, she left, but I expected it. So I don't know if you guys remember. Let's see, what date was this? This was 5/20/2022. I think does anybody remember when he started talking to Celeste? If I remember, it was 2022.
Yes.
I mean, not that that matters at this point as far as like this particular post. I'm just saying you start to see that he starts posting more about like being love, you know, in love and like getting hurt. This one says, if it ain't about the money, then we got to separate. I think this is a song. This is a song.
Okay, so hold on 1 second. So the first time I'm thinking back in the video that Jay put out, she was actually spoke to him for the first time like in some media, social media, and he said to Celeste there, when he did that, she was actually just turning 12. So that would have meant that was 2000, because she was 14 when she was by a day, when she was unalived. So that would.
Well, she was,
right?
and she would have been 15 the day she was found, right?
Yeah, found. I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry.
So that was in 2025. So minus 3. Right. That's 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Sick.
So sick. And I think that was Discord that you're talking about.
Yeah, it might have been. I don't know. I don't remember, honestly.
Yes. So this one, he starts to say, if life's a dream, and again, remember, you guys, one of the big patterns, behavioral patterns that I see for him is this fantasy and his inability at some point, or not want to, right? Draw that line anymore. He actually starts to, in my opinion, act out in his songs by creating that character where he wears the mask and the white shirt with all the blood on it. What is it? Itami? And it means pain, right? I believe. Right. So here we start to see that things start to get a little bit darker, right? So he says, please don't hide from me. Please don't hide from me. Oh, that's a little weird. All right, now we're going to see. He starts to say, let me just show you. There's such a pattern. I'm going to go forward a little bit. But there's like a lot of stuff in here, you guys. If you go back and look at it, there's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so now around here, this one says, stop scrolling and tell me when you want the song. He starts to like, I remember I was reading his Discord, and he starts to get to a point where other people are saying to him about his album, because he keeps like, even with songs, even with Romantic Homicide, if I'm not wrong, he first does it in Alvin and the Chipmunks. I don't know if you guys know this, but one of the ways that he got big was Alvin and the Chipmunk. He was getting songs. He was making songs. If you guys remember, the reason he started making songs is because his mom told him to go get away and go like do something, like go make your own song. She was on the phone. He tells the story a few times, and he goes in his sister's closet and makes his own music so that he could put it in the background of his video games. And then he tells everybody that he will not copyright strike them if they use his music. So everybody starts using his music in the background. Not everybody, but you know what I mean. Enough to where he then becomes popular. And then at one point, his music starts getting more hits than his video games. And he said that that's when he knew that, like, wow, what's happening here? But before he turns into what we knew him as far as his vocals, he would put his songs up as Alvin and the Chipmunks. And it would go viral almost all the time. It was crazy. Romantic Homicide was released as Alvin and the Chipmunks. So think of like Alvin singing Romantic Homicide. That's how it was released. And it wasn't until a little bit after that he took that off and did his own voice. What does that say to me? I, in my opinion, this is just my opinion. Yes, it is very clever. It's very clever, Hella. But you know what else it says? One, he's feeling the waters here, right? I don't think he realized that music was going to do anything. He downloads this BandLab, and he tells people, he even tells people afterwards, you'll see there's times where he has expensive equipment in the background, and he chooses, he'll tell you, he'll be like, you guys, I wound up using BandLabs again or whatever. So, you know, he used what worked for him, but here we go. So this is what I was saying. Okay, this is my point. I think, although I think he eventually turns out to have behaviors that are very self-serving and narcissistic, even in my opinion, I do think, because at the core of narcissism is someone that is insecure. So I think this shows insecurity by doing the Alvin and the Chipmunks. Although someone like Hella is securing herself, like just like I am, right? Hella might have used that as, like you said, Hella, how clever. I don't know that that's what he did it for. I think for him, it was more he wanted to feel the waters because he wasn't feeling confident enough to just put music out there. And in his defense, imagine just people starting to like your music and now you just got to start singing for people. Like, that's not going to be easy for everyone, right? So that, I get it a little bit, but I think we see insecurity over and over and over and over, and that is there at that core of narcissistic behaviors. And again, I am not diagnosing anybody. That's not what I'm here doing. I'm pointing out behavior patterns. Now, this shows me right here, I didn't see this before, but this, like, literally, oh look, even go back. So over here, this says, I'm definitely not dropping on Friday. Like, why would I even drop the song on Friday? Like, no way I'm dropping the song at all on Friday, okay? So people are like, I think he's dropping it Friday. It's Friday, and they keep going. And someone says, you don't understand how obsessed with your music I am. Bleed out. What? You and I Fly Away are actual masterpieces. I love you. That's scary. Anyway, that's not what I was getting at, but that was kind of scary. So people already don't take him serious. They're like, he's going to drop it on Friday, right? So then he says here, half of us going to be crying on Friday. The other half is going to be enjoying the relationship. So you guys, this is clearly, oh my God, this is clearly an escalation here of even, you know, grooming in some senses, not to everyone. I'm sure he had people that were of age.
That one you just showed with the freaking smiley face and the teddy bear.
Wait, let's
Mommy,
see.
that is sick.
Wait, which one?
You just stopped on it. It was like literally.
All right, let me see. It had to be this one, maybe.
Go keep going.
The one about Friday. It's definitely Friday.
I don't know. It was just. Did y'all see it? Somebody said yes.
You guys saw it?
Face and it said "mommy" on it. It was a
Where? Oh, wait.
An emoji.
Oh, I didn't see it. Was it the one right before? Oh, right there. I saw it. Hold on, I got it. This one. Okay, I got it. So this one, look at him. Look at his face here. And he's like, please. And then he says, I'm starving with his $20 bills. I think that was like, okay, look at that. Wow, good catch. Wait, can you believe I didn't notice this part, but I noticed everything else?
That's sick.
I'm just being honest. This, like, my brain didn't go to this. I don't know why, but this is crazy, right? I think I saw an emoji. I saw the teddy bear, which I considered grooming behavior. I didn't read the word mommy at the top, and I didn't see the sucking of the thumb.
Right. Who do you think that's going to appeal to?
Young kids. People. Exactly. He's grooming here. So he's saying half of us are going to be crying on Friday. The other half is going to be enjoying the relationship. Okay, so let's keep going and see what happens next, because I see a clear pattern here, in my opinion. Okay, he then says, plot twist, I'm Drake. Oh, that's different. Oh, word. It says, lucky for you, I dropped, haha. Link in bio. So wait, let's see what he says here. He says, early drop, rush, rush, rush. Wait, let's see what he does. I'm going to listen for a sec. You did? All right, we'll go back to it in a few minutes. I don't want to just jump out of here real quick.
Yeah, I know.
But you guys, you could even see here, eventually he goes on tours and he goes to Coachella and stuff and he starts to sing. But you, in my opinion, going to that insecurity, you could even tell here how heavily processed, what would be the word for this? Auto-tune.
Yeah.
It's very auto-tune. So, but you'll see, guys, he starts to come out of his shell, right? So he starts to get people that start to give him confidence more and more, or at least false confidence, and he starts to, in my opinion, he starts to talk to these kids because they're like goo goo gaga over him, just like any kid would be at 13 with a superstar that's paying attention to me. Like I think of like Axl Rose back in the day. I would have died if they had a Discord and Axl Rose was like, Jade.
Oh, Axl. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, if he, or like, you know what I mean? Or like any of them, like from back in the day. Biggie could have been like, what's up, girl? And I would have been like, oh my God, did you guys see that? Like, you know, so I can only imagine putting yourself back at a 14, 13-year-old girl and imagine this person. Like, think about this, right? Even on one of our channels here, if I'm on Jay's channel, I'm in the chat, right? And she notices, oh, Jamie's here, Dr. Vona, whatever you guys call me. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so cool. Like, she read my name. She knows who I am. Or on any channel. I'm just using that because I'm looking up. I can see her. It's paused on my phone on Jay. But the point is that even with someone who's not, you know, doing music, that's having world tours, you still feel, even in the chats, like forget even the creator calling you out, even when people in the chat are like, hey, what's up, Dr. Vona? You're like, oh, well, like they see me, and then you say hi back and stuff, and it just feels good. So imagine that times 100 over here, right? So now, and here he writes, point of view, you drop the song everyone asked for and nobody listens to it. He says, laughing my ass off, listen to the link in bio. I don't know if he was being true about that. He looks like he's laughing. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't even know what else to say about that. But then he says, I hope you all like it. And then he says, he drops on Tuesday. And then he says, wait, look at this one. Oh, that's weird. He says, oh, look at that. He starts introducing like a ninja. How ninjas with no personality promote they music. What the fuck? You guys.
Means.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Okay, so ninja, so if like, I don't know, I come from big rap culture in Philadelphia, so I know all of this. Truth probably knows what you're talking about here, but like things like a ninja, like being slick, being a ninja, like,
oh yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So how ninja is it? So he's saying like, how cool am I? Or he says, he doesn't say I, he says, how ninjas with no personality promote their music.
Okay, I gotcha.
Wow.
Scarlett, I always want to do that. Harlan, I'm so sorry. I do that all the time.
I do sometimes too in my head, but
anyway, so apparently she knows what it is. She like put a little laughing emoji.
Ooh, that's funny, right? I know me my.
Apparently Truth does too, and I'm the only stupid
I knew Truth did.
Moderator.
No, you're good, because let me tell you something. If you didn't know what it is, there's other people out there who didn't know what that meant, like what they meant.
Clueless.
Even things like G's move in silence like lasagna. Wait, G's move in silence like lasagna. That's a big one. I like that one. That one's Lil Wayne. I'm like, that was pretty good. Right? Think about it. But again, if you're like, what the fuck does that mean? Then that makes no sense to you. But to some people, you're like, oh my God, that's fucking genius. Like I did when I heard it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, Z Young says he has videos of him with a sword. I wonder if he used that to do his dirty work. Absolutely. I would not.
I think that shows in Guilty of Crime where I've got it at now. So whenever you're ready, I've got it stopped. So I know the mark.
I will. I'll get to it in like a few minutes. I just want to go through these last ones here. So it says, because right now it's only the link in the bio, But he says, I forgot to ask, did you all want this on streaming platforms? Like people are going to say no. So again, are you like, really? What? Like, why would someone say no? Obviously, people are going to say, yes, please put it in. These are great. Like right now, do it right now. So this is all feeding that ego. Yes, right? It's just feeding into it. You know what I mean? And again, we're not diagnosing. We're pointing out almost the obvious here.
I'm diagnosing.
You're funny. But again, even if you're just looking at behavior. So over here, this says, Repost because I used the wrong hashtags, but I hate getting spammed with these. He does put his stuff up a lot by himself. Oh my gosh, look, he starts saying he wants to collab. Please stop sending hot dogs to my house. What the heck?
He's weird.
Then he says, just letting you all know this song is out on all platforms and I will no longer be promoting it.
Whatever. He's a punk.
But do you see how, like, this is stuff you would say to a kid?
Yeah.
Like, who's saying this to 20-year-olds?
I don't know.
It just sounds very childish in my opinion.
No, I agree with you. And what 20-year-old is sitting there in that feed thinking, oh, he's so cool. Because at 20, I was a bit fucking smarter than that. I'm just saying.
Seriously, right? But I could see a kid being like, no, David, we love it. Like, what are you doing? We love it. All right, let me see. I'm going to get to the ones that are closer.
Truth, old bonnet head.
What'd she say? Oh, bonnet. That's his thing. That don't bother me. Okay, so he says me scrolling down the sound to see my voice being absolutely dragged. So again, people are like, oh my God, are you serious? It actually sounds good. It's the pitch. And then someone's like, it's going to be okay. We love it though, says the next person. Your voice is beautiful. And then the next person's like, I'm so sorry. But do you see what I mean? Like everybody, that's just like feeding. And it goes on and on and on and on. And it just keeps going. So then if we keep going here. All right, hold on, let me go out. It's easier. I can see.
I would get so bored of that shit right there. I'd be like, bye.
For the people, look what he says.
Kids and stuff, it's like, oh, yay, you know. But even when I was young, I'd have been like, this is boring.
So, well, wait. So, okay, somebody said, give me my Alvin and the Chipmunk song, which I wonder if, like, if that could have, you know what I mean? A lot of people started asking him to bring that back. So here he says, going to delete this in an hour. Obviously, he doesn't delete it because this is 7/9/22. And it says, for the people that thought it was auto-tuned. So finally, this is for the first time, I guess, we're going to hear his natural voice. So before this, he felt, but he says, going to delete this in an hour because... right? He doesn't know how confident he feels about it. It's not until I'm sure people are saying how great he is that he keeps it up. So let's listen.
Other words, hold my head.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah.
Flying so long.
Oh, now he thinks he's Frank Sinatra.
Play among the stars.
Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. Anyway, he thinks he's Frank Sinatra over there, but he shows us his voice for the first time here, you guys. And what we're going to see is, I think it's good. I think he has a good voice, and I think over time it gets better.
Really?
I absolutely do.
If you think he has a good voice in the chat, put a 1 and not put a 2. I'm dying. I gotta know.
Oh, I think eventually he can sing. He definitely practices for a long time, but he eventually gets it, in my opinion. Cuff U's like 2. So he tells us here how he made his first track, and it was in his sister's closet. And it's romantic homicide. But that's the thing, Truth, you might be, if that's your fan base, right? If you're a 14-year-old girl who's like emotional, then maybe you want somebody that sounds depressed singing. I'm being serious. Like you have to put yourself, but you have to put yourself in that person's shoes. So he's like playing to his audience, which to me is just grooming on so many levels. Nobody else thinks he's a good singer. Hold on, let's keep going. Okay, so he goes back to Alvin and the Chipmunks there. All right, let's see. Then he says, okay, here we go. This is where I want to get. So he starts talking about homeschooling and stuff. All right, hold on, wait. Let me see this one real quick. This isn't one.
Oh, yeah, Jay had this first good thing.
Oh, wait, hold on. I haven't heard this one. But here, we're going to hear him sing real quick.
You die, and I
heard worse. I don't know. He can hold me.
That's auto-tuned. I can actually sing really good. My whole family can. And I could sound better like that without auto-tune. I mean...
Well, I'm sure you can, Queen. But not everybody could be that good.
Oh my God, I mean like that.
No, I'm just saying, I'm sure I love singing. I meant that, like, for real. Like, not everybody could do that, though. I really meant that. Like I love singing.
Yeah.
I sing, too. I think I told you that before. I sing.
Is he crying right now?
Yes, so this is the thing, though. He's not, though. Whose tear stays in the middle of their face?
Oh, yeah, good point.
Do you know what I mean? Like, if this isn't grooming, I don't know what the frig is. Look at this, you guys. Here, Vona and I just pause it so you can see it better. Take notice. His tears stay in the same spot the entire time.
True to kill him.
Look, I just went forward like 6 seconds and they're still, look how big
I
these,
can think of a million things that could be on his face, and like none of them are good.
well, it's definitely not tears because they don't stay up like that. But here he says, my homeschooled self, seeing y'all proposals to the song. Homecoming. That took a minute. I'm like, what's Hoko? Homecoming proposals.
Hey, look at what Diane said. That is so true, and I feel very strongly.
So Diane says, and it's been said that the parents were just pulled into his professional predator. It's a predator for the parents to be charged, even with stories of family taking money.
Yeah, so her parents knew about it. There's no way around it.
Didn't he give them money?
Yeah, he I think he even bought him a car. I can find it. I don't want to say anything without vetting it. You know I am. So I'll try to find it. But yeah, he did many nice things, from what I understand. And they knew she was over there. Truth,
you're funny. Birdie said that's Neo. Oh my God, stop. I'm dead. Wait, look at what Birdie wrote. You guys are a riot. I can't.
Yeah.
All right, look at this one. So he's crying in the last one, getting everyone's sympathy. And then let's see how far away this is. I think it's the same day. Oh, no, it's not. It's a month late. All right. So on 9/28, he's crying here. And wait, let's see. Look, this whole time it just stays.
School self-esteem, y'all.
Yes. But he's showing us here, though, that that he tells us a few times that he didn't love being homeschooled. Okay, he says you can't use band labs forever. Home studio to another level. And this is where he starts to get a little bit bigger. And you'll see that but he still winds up going back, I think, to that. So then, now Hella, I don't know if Hella's still here, but if you are Hella, this is where I think he starts to learn how to use, what's the word I'm looking for? Like advertisement, but that's not really what I mean. Like how he starts to use media and stuff to his advantage. Like he always does. So he always knows how to pull in a crowd. But now he starts to realize that what he puts out there is what other people start to think. He calls this the genius podcast or something. He makes it look like he puts the yellow background, sits in front of it and does an entire thing. But the thing with David is, promotion. Thank you, Coca-Cola. That's the word. He finally learns how to start promoting himself, or somebody shows him how to do so. But he always shows us what he's doing, and he's literally showing us here that this is curated. He's showing us that it's a yellow drop down. It wasn't but if you see the actual interview, all you see is the yellow background. You can't see that it's a drop down thing. It literally looks like he's sitting in a room with yellow paint type thing. Yeah. And it says the word genius in the upper right hand, so it looks like the podcast Genius. But how genius is that kind of, right? So people are writing next mission Grammy. What? Oh, wow. Someone else says, I used to play Fortnite with bro and now he's in Genius. Wow. What is Genius? I think I'm clueless. I think he did that. People are oh my God, congrats. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud, bro. You made it. But it just goes to show I don't know. I guess when you're in your 30s, your 40s, stuff like that, like, I don't think we're as easy to fool. Like, I think, like, we would see this, and I see it as, wow, like, how, like, what narcissistic behavior is this? That you're literally showing us how fake this is, which is good in a way, right? Because then people see that it's phony. But in another sense, it's, like, very...
Calling me stupid.
Yeah, but it's smart, too, and I don't know, it isn't...
No, I'm saying that's how, if I was, like, one of his fans...
Oh, yes.
It would make me feel like, okay, well, you just called me stupid.
But none of these fans here do, which makes me think that they're younger.
I know.
Do you know what I mean? I'm like, wow, I don't know. So then let's keep going real quick because I just want to show you guys where we get to there. He writes, bro doesn't have one song where he needs to move like this. So now he's what, talking about himself in the third person? Okay, there he goes with Alvin and the Chipmunks again. So that just shows me, like, do you guys see what I mean by, like, feeling insecure? But then we'll have days, and you'll see eventually he starts to feel real secure. Yes, manipulation for kids, exactly. When you spend $3,000 on a Fortnite PC just to quit for music, shaking my head. Do you know what I would do for that computer right now? Yeah. Neo face. I'm just joking. That's literally just it. I'm joking. Okay, he says singing to the ghost today. In the back of my mind. So this is where I think everything starts to turn. Okay, he says he had.
Fancy, hang on one second. I'm sorry. You know I watched chat.
No, please do.
Fancy Nancy said, wait, her parents took money from him. I'm not sure he handed them cash, but I know that they benefited from it.
I heard
and
that.
I can't remember where I found it. I will find it and I will put it in Discord. I don't want to say it for sure because I don't know for sure either. But there's like reputable news places that have reported that. Yes.
And if you guys remember, there's a picture of him giving like something to the kids in the lot of the elementary school. That picture is so important for me, not just because even he could say he was handing out his autograph. That's fine. For me, it more shows that you knew she was in elementary school.
Yeah. He talks about, I think it's the actual song with her. Y'all can correct me in the chat because I don't listen to his crap, but he actually like says, you know, I killed you and all that. Okay,
you know? Withered is the name of the album, and the song you're thinking of is Romantic Homicide. Romantic Homicide, it winds up becoming like his biggest song, but this is where, in my opinion, fantasy, he starts to like get more and more into this fantasy, and this is where I see him starting to change into the David that he is. Like, I think he's always that way, but I think we start to see a gradual increase in behavior that I think we look back on now and we're like, what the? Like, for example, the Hello Kitty stuff. Like, we start to see him become more brazen, like more, you know what I mean? Like, so at first he kind of like steps his toe in, and you could see the progression, in my opinion. So now let's keep going. So he says,
hey, Nicola, you're right. I'm gonna, because Nicola says he transferred all his money to his parents in case the parents file suit. Well, yeah, and also he did not have a home in his name. It was in his parents' name. He did not have a home in his name. He transferred, I think.
Well, it was in his name though, and he transferred it out of his name, right?
Right. Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh, I thought you said he didn't have a home in his name. I didn't know
not when he was arrested.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So he did that. I think maybe probably around the time that Celeste was alive. We just didn't know it yet, or
no. I think it was after they found her.
Okay, I didn't know for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But I saw that Nicola said that, and I was like, yeah, I remember seeing something about that too.
Well, you're going to see, you guys, that he's still over here, and I skipped some, but here we're going to just jump to here. It says, still not enough time, but it says when you have 2 weeks to clean up your act before Valentine's Day, but girls don't like you anyway. And this is... And that sounds like a very sad song, too. And if you notice here, I guess that's his little... Is that him? I think that's
On the
him.
bed.
I was
On the
thinking
bed.
that was him and his brother. It's not, it's him, it's both times. So he edited it. And look,
So, yeah, I see what you're
you
saying.
guys,
Yeah.
look at this. Do you see the skull?
Yeah. He's so weird. Man.
That's weird, you guys. There's a skull. And there's a skull up here. It says still not enough time with a skull.
Yeah.
Now we're in
Yeah.
2023, so he knows Celeste.
Y'all, I want to ask something. So, he literally put all the evidence out there. Like, he put
Yes, that's what I'm
he
saying.
said,
Yes.
here it is. I'm just going to be brazen about
Yes.
it for the whole freaking world. And I can't believe, and you know, every bit of that shit's going to be used in court. You are going down, dude. I mean, you told on yourself. You know, it's like the whole world heard it. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like, I just don't see any way, because people were talking about on guilty of crime about, you think he's going to plead? I'm like, plead to what? There's no way he can, what's he going to plead to? They're not going to offer him.
Yeah, there's
they're
nothing
going
to plead to.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing to plead to because he knows that they're probably not going to give him the DP because, or if they, you know what I mean, because there's a moratorium or whatever. So to him, why would you plead out there? But you guys look.
Agreed.
So,
Yeah.
oh my God, that's okay. So look over here real quick. So he says he starts to go on tour. So now he starts to get a little bit bigger. I didn't see this one. This one, placebo effect. Oh, look at him laying there. That's not what I wanted to show you though. The next one is. So in the next one, it says, I'm going to see the rest of who am I going to see the rest of the tour? Which again, that is so, like, I feel like if you're a kid, that's like, even Celeste, I think, right? And correct me if I'm wrong, but even I thought she said that she would love to come or something in one of the old discords. And she said, but my parents won't let me go or something. And he said, I'll take care of that. Do you guys remember that?
Yes.
So
Yes.
that right there means to me that what did you offer her parents that, like, you know what I mean? Probably free tickets, but what else?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's what people in chat
Oh, thank you
do.
for subbing. Who just subbed? Let's see. So I could thank you properly. Thank you, Mamba Mindset.
I love that name.
Yes, I appreciate you, Queen. Okay, so the next one, you guys, this is where we start to get, and I bet this is romantic homicide, but let me see. Oh, he's still doing Alvin. What the F? All right, so wait, let me go. So he said that was his dad getting him ready before the thing. Then before his show. Then this next one, you guys, he starts to get into this character. So here we go. We first see his shirt here. So if you take notice on 2/24/23, he starts to mess with this Tommy character. But I don't think that he's there yet. But like, you don't see the whole uniform yet. But you start to see the shirt, and eventually the shirt gets bloodier. Take notice.
Yeah.
Take notice of the shirt there. Look, he's all right. So then, wait, what song is this? Let's see. Oh.
I mean, honestly, I just don't like him, period. But this whole shtick that he had with this shirt, and it's very freaking creative, man. I gotta give him that. I mean, I don't think it's a good thing, but I've never seen it done before.
No.
So,
But then, all right, so then he gets in, but this is the thing, on his Discord, and I wish we could find it. I know Zav Girl does it, where she reads them, but there's so many of them, I would have to, like, look through it first, like, maybe for the next live that I do on this, but in the Discords, what were we just talking about? I just lost my train of thought.
I'm not sure. I didn't even hear you say Discord.
No, right before. Oh, wait, Discord. That's what we were talking about. In the Discord, he said, oh my God. Oh, was it about the shirt? Oh, I know what it was. He tells somebody that he was into gore and that he was into gore porn.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, he writes that too in there. I saw it was in the same one. So this is my thing. He starts to then, because other people say too to him back. They're like, no, I don't think that's weird. I'm into that too type thing. So here, again, we start to see him, like you were saying, just throwing it out there. And I guess seeing how people react. And some of the people in Discord, like were like, I'm into that too. But then I think about it and I'm like, there's plenty of people probably on here right now that are into gore videos. Not videos, but like movies and stuff. So it's not like a judge thing, but I think for him, when he says that he was into gore corn, that's where I was like, wait, what? And that's where my first real, like, if I didn't have a red flag yet, it went off there for sure. All right.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was reading chat too.
No, you're good. You guys, this is so now by 2:26:23, we have that character. So you see he has the eye thing on. Cuff you can't see it yet because you're still behind with them technically when you're watching it. Okay, that is so interesting. I never saw this. So in this video, he introduces. Wait, oh, that was so weird. So, okay, so over here, he had oh my gosh. Okay, so first we have this, and it looks like him being thrown to the ground. Then, and it looked like he was gone there, like he shows him not moving right there. And look, his eyes are open. That is so weird. Oh, wait till this pops up for you.
Yeah, I see it now.
You guys, his eyes are wide open, like, but he's like going there.
Oh, it's Barb.
Then, oh, Barb's here? What's up, Barb? Oh, Barb, it's so good to hear from you. Oh. So then over here, you guys, we have the guy that's out. We know that, and this is not that we know, in my opinion. I feel like he's playing with this fantasy reality thing, and he becomes the victim and the perpetrator, right? So, and you'll see what I mean in a minute, right? So he starts to play both roles, and we'll see that as as a pattern over time. So then over here, he shows the person that supposedly does it. And there we had that Tommy character. If you saw, it looked like somebody like going buck wild. Here, I'll rewind just a tiny bit so I could stop it on it. But anyway, he shows this guy here going buck wild. Look, you guys, look what's in his hand. Wait, what is in his hand? Is that a knife? Hold on.
It kind of looks like it. I can't say for sure, though.
All right, I'm going to go back. Oh, you guys. That's weird.
What's bothering me about the damn picture is the bloody shirt and then the black rubber gloves he has on.
Yes.
Take note of that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And wait, he has a tie on here, so maybe I feel like he's starting to play with the character here because again, the shirt gets bloodier over time, and he doesn't always he doesn't wear a tie, I don't think, eventually. And he also puts on that white thing around his eyes where here he has on sunglasses. And I don't think in the other ones we see him with these big black gloves anymore, which is interesting to me because if in the beginning, these are, in my opinion, just follow me, you guys, and this is just my opinion, but try to follow me. Here, he's starting this character, and as he plays this character out to other people, he gets feedback on whether people like it or not. So once you start playing a character of some sort, you tweak that character until other people, until, you're getting what you need out of it. What's up, Flojo, my homie? So hear me out. So I feel like here, he's got the gloves on and all. When you see him down the line, we don't see those gloves, right? I'm going to have to look, but I don't think we see the gloves anymore. And we do see the thing around his eyes. He still has his eyes dark. So over here he has the sunglasses on, but we eventually see the blindfold. And I don't remember a tie being there afterwards. So I feel like the character evolves. But here, you guys, isn't that a knife in his hand?
I can't say for sure, but I don't know. I can't say for sure.
Well, if I stop it here, wait, hold on. There was another spot that I stopped it that I feel like you could see. Yes, look right here. Hold on.
Yeah, I saw it.
Oh, wait till I stop it.
Right there. It looks like it to me. See it?
You guys, where I stop it, you're gonna see that it looks like he's straight, like up and downing it. Oh my God, he looks like he has a. I'm not trying to be gross, but I don't know. Forget it. I'm not going there. Is his pants open?
I can't tell.
You guys, is his pants open? Look right here. His pants are wide open.
I I agree, Harley. It does right there. I can see it there.
Oh, what, the knife?
Yeah.
So if you guys are on the same
You
screen.
can see the blade. There's
Wait,
the blade.
do you guys, there is, and you, now look down a little bit to where his pants are,
Oh,
right?
yeah, I see what you're talking about.
They're wide open, and it looks like he has a thingy there, right?
I don't know.
Look at the way his pants, okay, Flojo.
After chat.
No, I'm gonna ask Flojo. Flojo's here. Flojo's had one before, I'm sure. Flojo, are his pants open or what? I think they are. I think they're wide open. And that says so much to me because I've always saw this as a fantasy thing and a sexual thing, right? I've always saw this as like, but in a paraphilific way, like in an abnormal way. And this right here, I did not catch before. But if you guys, yes, like his fly, Flojo, yes. I think his...
See, like, look, okay, so Nicola said, is that his penis? And
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Open pants with a heart on, so they're on your, yeah, they got you.
I'm telling you, what does this say to me? Yes, open pants with the heart on. That's what I see here. So, and you could even see this is like underwear, if you will, or something right there.
I see why something.
Army vet's here.
God,
Army vet, are his pants open with a heart on?
And
And,
Marty says, what did I walk into?
well, that's why I'm asking them. But Army vet, are they? Yes, I'm making you look. Blow it up. I can't blow it up over here. I would. But I'm telling you, and why do I think this is so important? Because if so, think about this, right? If this was, I know you're saying what the F. There's a reason I'm saying this. Barb says, yes, they're open with a hard on my opinion. Yes. You guys, why do I think this is so important? Because this, why would you have a hard on with your pants open as if you're like feeling pleasure there when you're stabbing someone?
Because he's a sick fuck.
But he's telling us, right? Like you were saying.
Agreed. Yes, very much. And like I said, to me, the black gloves speak volumes as well. I mean, those are like black, like dishwashing or even heavier rubber gloves. If you saw them way back in the picture before, I think.
You guys, I'm no pro, but I'm just telling you. Like look at the pants. Like you could see the where it's pulling. I'm being dead ass serious. And again, I do think that this is really important because it would just show like a paraphilific type sadistic, right? When else would you get aroused? Let's say aroused. When else would you get aroused when stabbing somebody with blood all over your shirt? Like who? Like is that? Do you see what I'm saying?
Dahmer. Yes, I do. I totally agree with you. I mean, people in the chat are agreeing with you too. So it's like, yeah,
That is
I see
so
what you're saying.
sick.
Yeah.
And think about it too. Like you have to make these like artistic decisions.
Yeah. No, I do 1,000 agree. Carla says, I'm not positive that's what's happening without seeing more.
Oh, Harley, you want to see more? No, should we go say? No, but seriously, yes, he's acting out his reality, Diane. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then he finally shows himself on the ground, but he looks like he's gone. You know what I mean? Like he's out. You know. But he's got on a suit, a tuxedo, and he's got the thing around his eyes, the white. What's it called? Like what would you call that? The cloth around his eyes. Blindfold. Oh my God, blindfold. Yes, blindfold. Yeah. Ella said it's very hard to see. Ella, I give you an A for trying to blow it up and look. So there you go. You get an A for that. Okay, so then if we go further, so he's showing us there, and it says, oh wait, what happened? Did it just go back? Hold on, I went forward by accident. So, all right, let's just look at the end of this real quick. So he does that. Then he's in the rain. He shows himself there with the girl. We're going to see this as a pattern as well in his stuff. But the most interesting part didn't happen yet. This part right here, you guys are a few seconds behind me. Wait till you see where this stops on. He literally is, well, actually, you aren't a few seconds behind me. Just Cuff you would be. because you're on the phone with me live, but you're looking at what they're saying. But over here, hopefully it's up by now, this looks like a puppet.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying. I'm with you. I'm not behind right now.
Right. Do you see the puppet here? Like,
Yeah,
what does that say to you?
I don't.
Like, is he supposed to be
know.
dead here, or is he supposed to be a puppet? Like,
Well, his eyes look like a zombie or something.
Truth says trying to be a cross between Blade and John Wick.
Yeah, exactly. But that looks like, yeah, and look at his eyes. His eyes look like he has, like it's just the lights of his eyes you're seeing. To me,
that's what I see too, which would say,
yeah.
Oh my God, somebody wrote crazy. Other people wrote for real. Oh my God, pics are top tier. The way my pic fly from my... Wait, I don't know what the hell that one said. But you guys, like even his comment, it's just so scary to me. But anyway, he's got on the bloody shirt underneath if you look. So What does that say to me? Like maybe he eventually gets caught and this is what happens to him. I don't know.
Oh, that's a good point.
But he's like playing out a scene here. Ew, this is so freaky.
Y'all.
That was so freaky. What was it? Oh, Peter Pan.
He's Peter Pan.
Oh,
He's pedo Peter.
He ain't quite Peter Pan. Actually, he might be. I don't know. Okay. The words here. The words here say a lot to me. So songs that make you move like this. It says, because every time the sun comes up, I start feeling worthless. It's easier said than done.
That's for clicks, in my opinion.
Right, but it's working.
Oh, yeah, it's working.
Someone just said about his poetic vulgarity. Like, what? Poetic? Oh. So wait, let's see here. All right, let me go further. Watch me go, what does it say?
I don't know.
Watch me go feral during my live show. Well, that's a weird thing to say. All right, I don't want to get whatever, but it says enough, shut up, because I killed you. Is that what it said? Wait, hold on, I need to rewind that.
Yeah, that's from the song, right?
No, that's not romantic homicide.
Then there must be another song.
There's all of them. Oh, it's called Poetic Vulgarity, Coca-Cola says.
Okay.
Oh, duh. Straight A, stupid.
I'll be right back.
No problem. So then he says, enough, shut up. Because I'd X myself out for you. I can't find my way to you. Gone. Gave it all. And it's all my fault. That sold to keep holding on. Then I told it to keep holding on to love. You threw it away. Oh, his words, you guys. It's so interesting. And you have to remember, AI wasn't like AI back then. So these words, in my opinion, are his thoughts, right? Like you have to, and again, you could also say that there's like Stephen King, right? And he's not these characters that he creates in his head. So not everybody oversteps the boundary between fantasy and reality. But for some people, they could. And I think, in my opinion, and this is what we start seeing here. But he says here, I start feeling worthless. Because every time the sun comes up, oh, it's the song again. So let me go to the next one. But you'll see he reposts his things all the time. He says, hearing the crowd brings me so much joy. Okay, look at this real quick. So over here, again, in my opinion, it's still 3:13:23. In my opinion, right? Wait, it's a new style of music. No, you're right. I hear you. But in my opinion here, you guys, I actually like it more than the other people in here, Army Vet. But I think he's still playing with the character here. Take a look. He has on a long sleeve. It looks like a see-through white, like, business shirt. And then the shirt underneath, like the tank top, is what's bloody. So I feel like he's like still toying with it. Eventually he gets what works and he just starts mass producing it and people eat it up, and it's scary in my opinion.
Yeah, it is scary.
So then he says, oh yeah, go ahead.
No, I mean, like I said, to me, and this is like this, this is my opinion. A lot of it seems like it works, so he starts being very repetitive with it. It's like,
Yes.
oh, this is working. This is working. This is working. Let's keep doing it.
No,
you know what
right.
I mean?
Okay.
Same shit over. There he is in the bathroom mirror with a bonnet on again.
And we know with Hello Kitty, look, he has a Hello Kitty blanket in here. So that's a pillow, but then he has like a Hello Kitty blanket. He's preparing for a tour.
I see it.
Yeah, right. It says, okay, so then the next one we'll see, because it gets, maybe you see this. Me just being super sad ever since my girlfriend left me. I don't know what to do. He says, wait, hold on. He says that one friend.
And that was 4/11/2023.
And this song gets really big too. There's a lot of songs that get really big. So that was weird. He has a rose shirt on. So again, this is where we start seeing roses. He eventually finds his, whatever you would call it, like his niche or whatever, but he winds up going with the white roses. Wait, now look at this. I think this is, in my opinion, where we see Celeste. Or somebody that, not Celeste, let me rewind that. In my opinion, this is where we see the first images of that look. And we're going to see this over and over again. So not Celeste, I meant in the image of. This girl from far away, if you're not looking like, so close up, she has like the curly hair like Celeste. Like I feel like, and if you look at him here, wait, he says, let me see if we could hear it. Let's see. Okay, that's weird. Okay, I'm here for you. Still, wait till you see. So it says, he writes wait for it at the top. And wait till you see what he writes. She faded away.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. But now we're in 2023.
Right. It's 4/12/2023.
Oh, God. This one, a duet. So, this says AI has gone too far. So now AI is around here. Let's see. Oh, it's not playing. I don't know why. Oh, that's weird. It won't let me play this one. That was weird. I don't know if like AI, whatever, but I couldn't play that one, like the sound. Then this one over here just says, point of view, you don't clean your room, so you have 2 beds. This is clearly, in my opinion, he just probably threw a bunch of crap around to make it look like his room was messy.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. But again, there's other people out there that are like, you got issues, someone just said. This one says, well, where was it? All right, here we go. Oh, romantic. Okay, so you could tell here things start to get more commercial. Okay, and like you'll start to see, and it says, I just discovered music 4 years ago. So now he's 4 years in.
Like purely gospel, and it wasn't until I heard Gucci Gang by
Let me go back.
just discovered music 4 years ago. Until I was 13, I was only listening to like purely gospel. And it wasn't until I heard Gucci Gang by Lil Pump on a bus in 7th grade that I was like, yo, what is this? And he told me, yo, you listen to Smoke Perry, you listen to Lil Pump, and I downloaded SoundCloud right after that. And I got into rock, Deftones, Pierce the Veil, Paramore.
All I wanted was you. All I wanted was you.
Okay, so now he's been singing for 4 years. That wasn't the best. I don't know if he meant to do. I don't know what he was doing. But wait, what is it? Travis is here. What's up, Travis?
Yeah.
All my men's are here. Well, except for Daniel's not here. And when I mean my men's, I mean my men's friends. My men's is really up in the bed. My men's. Let's see here. Okay, look, here we go, you guys. Now here goes the genius thing real quick. Wait till you see this. We're going to start saying,
Fortnite, I remember I found so many cool people just from that game. It has been an absolutely unbelievable 18 months, and I'm so excited to show you what comes next. Thank you guys for being on this journey with me, going through every snippet, every TikTok, every video. It means so much to me. Love you all.
All right, so that's the one in the back of my mind. You died, and I didn't even cry. No, not a single tear. And I'm sick of waiting patiently for someone that won't. Oh, whatever. It cuts off. But it's the one where he says that he, in the back of my mind, you died, and I didn't even care. But it just showed there where he was. It looked like he was shooting or something, and then it shows the shirts, but then here goes the shirts a little bit more. So he starts to show us, and it says, can't wait to see you all, see all of you guys on tour. But over here, this is interesting, right? So here it shows him helping make the shirts. In my opinion, if this isn't grooming 1,000%, I don't know what is. So this is almost like you have a possibility of getting a shirt with his handprint on it, which was going to sell more shirts. But just the fact that he has all these people here, I don't know.
Yeah, I see.
See what I mean? It's like, it's almost like, Mom, I could see my kid being like, can you buy me a shirt? Like, he might have put his hand on it. I don't know.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Wonder how much those ran.
I know. All right, so that just has a song with his in the background. But it starts to show that these shirts are becoming more of a thing, right? So, and he winds up like mass producing them. Okay, here we go, talking about ourselves in the third person. Let's see. He wrote, y'all not hearing me. And he said, do you remember when David said, and I don't want to break her heart. No, not you, loving her way too soon. No, but I don't want to wait too long for someone to love you before I do. No, but that said Backstreet Girl, but he's posting this. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't either.
But now he's saying, do you guys remember when he said, but he says David. So I hate when people talk about themselves in the third person. All right, this one over here real quick says, y'all are the best choir in town. But he says, I don't care. All right, no, that's not the one. Let me go further up. Let me say, because we could be here all night if I just keep doing this. But you guys can see, if you go through this on his TikTok, you will see the progression here, in my opinion. And you see that he gets way more comfortable and more comfortable and more comfortable. In the very beginning, he seemed very much still very insecure. He didn't, like he said, he didn't even, music wasn't his thing at first. It wasn't until he had to make his own music so that he didn't get copyright strike that he even found the fact that people would like his music. So he winds up, you see him, and again, now you start seeing him transform his look. So at first, he has the bonnet on for the first few years. In my opinion, this was his way, like that was his look then. He starts to trade up and tries other looks. So you're going to see that he goes through many transformations. He'll try hats on, he'll try different dresses on. Here he has a blouse. Let me show you the blouse. Okay, so here you go. Okay, this one said me when I broke my foot. Then it says me when I failed my driver's test. And then the third one is him crying. And it says me when I dropped the saddest song of 2023. And he's got the tears running down. Look at the whites of his eyes. Wow. So do you know what that says to me? He just dropped some Visine and it made his eyes really white. And then he let the tears come down. That's what that says to me.
Well, that's a good possibility.
Big time. I definitely don't see. I could definitely see that. And then you say, and then you see here. Oh, he's going to talk about kids here. What's this say? Oh, he's saying about kids. Oh, look at this. He said, kind of glad I got homeschooled now. And it says, I find it funny how the same kids that laughed at me for having a poetry journal are now asking me why my lyrics are so deep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. I think his voice gets better. I don't think he's that terrible.
That's cool.
I don't know why. I don't think it's that bad. Well, obviously it's bad because of what he does. But if we were like separating the music and he didn't do that, or allegedly. Okay, he starts talking about homeschooled a lot. In my opinion, he starts to get more and more attention now. So he's starting to get more and more fan base. His fan base is young girls and boys, but a lot of like younger girls. But you're going to start seeing here, in my opinion, now he's going to be talking about homeschooled a lot. Watch. And it's almost like feel bad for me. You'll see what it felt like to be homeschooled as a teen.
Hey, hold on one second. Can you hold on one second?
Yeah.
There's a couple of chats. So Army Vet said his style, his sunny lifestyle, skating beaches, thrift shopping, and sad music, looking cool and laid back on the outside while being deeply emotional or depressed on the inside.
A plus.
That's very, yeah. And then down below that, Lisa Frankophile says, he says whatever he thinks, will manipulate people, in my opinion. Him saying he just discovered music. I don't find anything about him to be genius. It's all a facade.
That's true.
Yeah, I agree. Those were just two really good statements I saw. Those are really good, y'all.
Lisa,
you're think, you know?
Lisa, you're 100% right, and I think that's my whole point. So somebody like this would see manipulation, in my opinion. So, and again, this person is allegedly manipulating and grooming this younger fan base who gives him so much attention. And think about it: if he had a girl his own age, in my opinion, maybe would a girl his own age maybe question him more? And I don't know. Like does he have more?
Absolutely, yes.
Does he have more power? Is it a power thing? I guess over the younger kid. I'm saying it obviously is, clearly, but you know what I mean. So it just shows you I don't know how his parents. I mean, maybe they did say it and it was working. So I don't know. Maybe they were lean into it. I don't know. Nellie says Asia tour. Let me know where I should go first. And it says, I only have one show in Asia. Okay, you guys, you're going to see he starts to obsess over this. Oh my God, what's his name? He's a K-pop star. But I'm going to go forward.
My granddaughter would know.
I can't think of the guy's name, but
which that's terrifying when you say that out loud. Think about that. My granddaughter's 9.
Right.
And
that is terrifying.
Yeah.
So this one says my initials got that Travis Scott flow. Oh God. Stop it, David.
Lucy, I hate when that happens. That's happened to me.
Oh, hi, Lucy.
But I think it says whenever you do it, her credit card expired for her membership, so now she's got to redo it. But I think it says renew whenever you try to do it again, so it keeps going. I think.
Oh my gosh.
That's happened to me.
You guys, this is Neo. Neo scrubbed his social media, but I guess David didn't scrub his. Wow, this is 10/21/23. It says my last 2 brain cells at 3 a.m. I'm clinically bipolar.
Okay.
But look at Neo. They're all up on each other over there. Hold on, I wonder what song he's singing.
Lucy says, I love your accent. Cuff you. Thank you. I'm from the South, so I don't know. People tell me sometimes I sound like I'm from California or something, like a ballad.
Oh, no, you definitely sound from the South to me. You and Truth. I love both of your accents. And they're both.
God, Truth's voice is fabulous.
Both of you both have fabulous accents, and they're so different, but they're both so South. But I always think, I'm do they think that I have an accent?
Absolutely.
Huh. Interesting. So he starts over here. Look, he starts to introduce wigs. And I don't mean this is, it says, what did Ice Spice put in this beat? But he starts to do the wig thing, and eventually, why is this gross to me? Because eventually we see that blue wig that we see Celeste wear in that one picture.
Oh, yeah.
We also start to see that he starts to bring Hello Kitty in more. So here we go. So let's see what this date is.
So Coca-Cola said something, hold on, about what Hello Kitty means. Shoot.
Yes.
Type it again, Coca-Cola, because I can't find it.
Oh my gosh. So Hello Kitty, let me just show you real quick. So over here it says so many wristbands, but okay, let me stop it here. It says who had the coolest outfit in 2016, whatever. He's drinking from a Hello Kitty mug with a Hello Kitty shirt. Take notice, Hello Kitty doesn't have a mouth. Hello Kitty can't speak.
I didn't even know that. I didn't notice that. I would have never noticed that.
Oh, that's the first thing I see.
Here it says, Coca-Cola says, Hello Kitty means hello demon.
Does anybody notice that that it doesn't have a mouth?
Yeah, I did.
Right? So, and it's also something that a lot of girls like. So I feel like he's now, and he starts wearing those pimple things a lot more too, like the star and stuff. I hate those things. My kids used to wear them. They still do. They love them. Do you know what I'm talking about, you guys? Like the pimple cover things, like they look like stickers.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're so annoying. My kids wear, I'm like, are you going to take that off your face before you go to school? They're like, no. I'm like, why? What the frick is wrong with you?
They did have it tapped for a long time.
They did have
what? Someone, his phone, that had it wired. Quite a while. I can't remember the time. It came out earlier. I saw it on the news. Long Crime Network, they confirmed it, but I don't know how long it was wiretap. I don't know how long.
Gotcha. So, I don't know how long either, but it took 7 months, so it had to be less than 7 months, but I don't know how long either. That was good though. I did hear them say that.
Yeah.
But we see here, it's like animated shows start giving him stuff. Okay, look, he says, guess who turned 19? So let's see when this is. So on 3/29/24, he turned 19. Or around then. But he says, guess who just turned 19?
Huh. I thought he was a little bit older than 21.
And it says, oh gosh. So it says over here, I can legally drink apple juice now. Let's freaking go. Oh my gosh, stop it.
So, Fancy Nancy said Neo flipped on him. See, I've been hearing that today, too.
Oh, I would not be surprised.
Well, I've been hearing that, like, today, literally, Fancy Nancy. Like, I've been seeing stuff on shorts and stuff like that about it. I don't know if something was said in court, but it is definitely out there that is what is being said. I don't know if it's true, but yeah, saying Neo is flipping on him.
That's so interesting, right? Over here we have tomorrow. Let's see if I'm really invincible. It says this is okay. So he puts out. Yes, he winds up getting hired for so many things. He does. What is it?
Fancy says that because you definitely have a southern accent. I love it.
Oh gosh, this guy is crazy.
What's on his fucking nose right there in that one? Oh, it's a heart sticker.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's a Hello Kitty sticker.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, wait till you see. Look, and he does it in a lot of them. I'm so glad you picked up on that. See it? Just landed in Toronto for the first show of my sold out tour.
It is, yeah.
Okay.
What an idiot.
Hello Kitty. And again, so that's his way of connecting with the younger audience. Okay, now you're going to start to see he starts to add pink to like a lot of his stuff. And here now we have the Hello Kitty phone cover. Yep, and the phone cover, and it says, I miss her.
Yes, Barbara, he does look crazy.
It says, oh, look at this. Someone.
Ella would love that.
Oh my God.
Granddaughter would love that phone case.
Who is this?
I don't know.
Could this be Celeste?
I don't know. She looks pretty, that's pretty light skinned, and Celeste is definitely brown. She's beautiful.
I think someone said though that she dyed her hair like red when she first ran away.
She did. I don't know if she did when she first ran away, but you're right. At some point, she did. You're right about that because there's a picture of her at a concert with him.
So could this be her?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, that's crazy because it has that phone case too, the Hello Kitty phone case, and we know that she was found missing with her Hello Kitty shoes.
Look, somebody right there in the chat says, "Who is that?" He's at the very bottom of it.
What they said? Who is that?
Yeah, it says it right down the phone case. That one I'm looking at right below it said, "Who was that?" In the chat, it says, "Who was that?"
I don't know.
Yeah.
But you'll see more and more pink and pink and pink. He says Poland is pretty here, but he looks pretty sad. But let me keep going down. We have more Hello Kitty. Oh my gosh, it's everywhere.
Don't forget to look at the Saw stuff because I found it.
Yeah, I got you. We're getting close to where she.
Oh, look at that rose right there. What that one with the? Oh yeah.
It says here he has Hello Kitty over his face. That's alarming in my opinion. Oh my gosh, you guys, he has the chain. He has his necklace wrapped around Hello Kitty's neck and his neck at the same time.
Yeah.
Wow, that is so. Ugh.
I saw that too, Truth. The 2 rings. What? Her fingers are missing. Look at those 2 rings. The 2 rings on his fingers while he's holding that phone. Yeah, I know. That'd be interesting to see if you ever saw her wearing that.
Oh, well, hold on. Let's see what she's saying.
That would be interesting.
Wait, the one that I was just on? With the car? Oh, this one with the phone case? The 2 rings. I see them.
Yeah, it's like on this. Right there. You got it. That's it.
Oh, and then I clicked on something and it wasn't the right thing. Hold on. It's right here. So the one with the 2 rings, you guys. So let's keep note of what these 2 rings look like so that we know in the future. The one just looks like it's a silver band. Hold on, I'm pulling it up closer. So the one looks like a silver band and the other one looks like a heart. Oh, look at his pinky ring.
So, Master Death Talk just showed up in the chat, and he says, "What up? He not obsessed with Hello Kitty and only leave clues about the girl he banging. He get off on hiding it in plain sight." I agree with that.
Okay, I do agree he gets off on hiding it in plain sight, but you know what? Let's say this, okay? You're right in the sense that it's not Hello Kitty that he's obsessed with. I do agree with that. He's obsessed with getting okay, let me reword that because I actually agree with that now that the way that you say it. So what I'm trying to say is he starts to, when I said obsessed, I guess I have to watch myself because of my job and stuff. When I said obsessed, I think I was saying it more like you guys, he's obsessed. Like, but I don't,
yeah, well,
but the thing is that I do have to watch though, right? So here, what I actually meant is, and I'm glad that you said that though, because somebody else might take that as though I meant it as like an obsession that you would say, and that's not what I mean. So, but what I'm saying is you'll start to see it over and over and over and over and over. So to me, it's a purposeful thing, which would not be a real obsession, which would be an intrusive thought, right? So this wouldn't, in my opinion, I don't think these are intrusive thoughts and behaviors for him. Like, I don't think they're obsessions and compulsions. I think when I said obsessed, I meant like you guys, he gets into it like a lot. And again, I think it has to do with manipulation, like Lucy's saying. But I'm so glad somebody said something because I would not, I like when you guys do that.
Hold on, let me go back to that photo just for a second, please, with the rings.
Okay, hold on.
Just for 1 second, I just want to snip it in case we find out what rings Celeste was wearing. If we ever see her wearing those rings. I'm interested in that what Drew said.
Okay. It just clicked out real quick.
I just want to snip it.
I have to get back to it. I don't know why the whole thing went out.
Sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. That was my fault. I don't know what I clicked on. So somebody just subbed. Who was it? Let me see so I could say thank you. Z Young, thank you so much. I do appreciate you. Oh my God, this is so gross. It just gets worse and worse and worse. All right, I think I'm coming up to the rings.
Okay.
I don't see them though. Like I'm looking at these other ones and I don't see them in other things. So that's actually interesting. Oh, he's got a lot of rings on in this one, but all right. I think I'm back at where we were. We are. Here we go. Here, all right. You can snip it. Ready? I have to click on it and I'll.
Yeah, make it big.
Oh,
There it is.
wait, hold
Okay,
on.
yeah.
Now when it. Oh wait, you can. He
It's
has different
okay,
rings on here.
Stay right there. Those are the same rings.
No, they're not. Wait till I flip
Yes,
it.
they are.
Okay, look. Are they? Look, the
Please
one.
help me. What do you think? I
Look,
don't know for sure.
watch. Just watch.
That's the ones I saw.
Look at the one on his pinky. That is not
the
the same.
heart. The heart one. Looks like a buckle, a heart.
Right, it's on his
buckle or
pinky.
something.
Now watch.
Yeah.
Okay, now watch. I don't know if your pinky rings fit on your middle finger or ring finger, but they don't on mine. I mean, pointer finger. But look, it would be on his pointer finger. That's not the same ring.
Okay.
Right? Do you guys agree?
Oh no, that's a different ring there. I can't see it. I can't see it.
Oh, that's interesting, though. That was a good catch. I'm dying to know who that girl is. I feel like this one is the same ring, the other one is not.
I was trying to see if you had it.
Which one, the first one or second pick?
No, you're good. Let me snip that one too. Hold on one second. Just stay right there just for a second. All right, I got it.
All right, you got both?
Yep.
All right, let me go out because I just saw as I was trying to get back down to there, I'm just going to go further because I want to start. You guys, you're going to start to see Hello Kitty everywhere. So now, like, if this isn't grooming, in my opinion, I don't know what is, but it says, guess who's building Hello Kitty boards today instead of dropping an album? Like, this is grooming, in my opinion. Like, we don't see him, I don't know. That wasn't something, Hello Kitty wasn't like something he was into at first.
No, and that's what his name kills me. Master Death God just said again. Yeah, this purposeful left clues about her favorite thing, which is Hello Kitty, that represent her identity to him, the Hello Kitty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well
A+.
again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. This one says, when no one was there for me, Hello Kitty was there for me. Excuse me. It says, me singing to my Hello Kitty because they're the only ones who don't rush me into dropping music. Does anybody see any clues in the background? What does he have here? He has ketchup. There's a remote control.
Ketchup.
I see ketchup. I'm a mom. You can tell. I see ketchup. I'm like, that needs to go back in the fridge. I see the remote control for his game. I see books. I see food open right here. I don't see
the basket back there.
Yes. Good catch.
Put your phones away, David.
Good catch. But yeah, so he's just playing with his Hello Kitties again. Hold on, let's see. Then we have, it gets worse.
Great.
It gets worse. Hold on. So then I'm going to go up. Oh, wait till you see, you guys. Wait till you see what I got here. Like, I was like, what the heck? Wait till you see. I'm going to have to ask you guys what you think. So let me go up. We could do a whole nother live on these other ones if we want. Okay, here we go. So now we're getting close to the time of, okay? This one says, honestly, it's perfect. Was Afterlife a good outro for the album? I don't know. I really love it, though. This is the thing. He gets, take notice, now we're at 4/30/2025, okay? Oh, well, let me go before her death. Sorry. Let me go back because we were going the other way. So let me go before her death first. That was right after. So here is right before you guys. This is the one, I think. It's this one. This is on, no, that's 8/21. Hold on, let me just skip down this way. That's 8/15. I have to get to 4. What's happening?
See, that one that said David, there's no confirmation that on her finger was a tattoo. Some people are looking at it. I can't remember. I saw an analyst today looking at it, and so it looks like red ink, like it was written in red ink on her finger. But it was definitely there.
Oh, wait, do you see what I found though? I went too far on the other way. All right, now we're at 3:17, so this is a little bit before. I saw Cardi last night. All right, he had trash on the bed or something right behind him. That was gross. Let me go up. So now we're at. It says okay. I'm dropping on Friday. It's 3:23, so we're getting closer. Oh, what a. So he's like doing the most there. You just, in my opinion, you just see more and more confidence. So now we're at 3:26. Who's going to make LeBron? Okay, let's go past that one. 3:27. He's out dancing with his friends making... Wait, you'll see. He's so much more into his voice here. See? Yeah, I think he got a little bit better. You said, Okay, so now over here, it's my birthday, and I dropped a new song. Yay. So now we're at 3:28, 2025. That's so funny. My mom's birthday's March 28th. He has the same birthday as my mom.
Really?
That makes so much sense.
I'm gonna call your mom.
I'm just kidding. Okay, so his birthday and me and my mom share a birthday. Wow. All right, now we're at 3:29. So here, he's doing a music video.
Kevin is he's the only one at his birthday party?
Yeah, right. This is 3:30, guys.
Girl, I want those hose that chick has on. I'm sorry. I just saw those hose that
Yeah, they are nice.
I want those.
They are nice.
Yeah.
I think Gianna has them. I'm like positive Gianna has them. With music video or what it says. Okay,
Barb was laughing at me saying I'm calling your mom.
So now we're in April. So we know that Ellie says that they believe she dies. This is the one cuff that I said. Remember I said the one where there's a black purse?
Yeah.
This is the black purse.
The black purse there,
see that one? That's the one I thought of. Yeah, but the one you were showing me earlier was the white purse. This is the one I think I was thinking of. But we know that, remember the picture? There's a picture of him and Celeste, and she has this black purse covering her face. So it's a close-up. There's a close-up pic of him and Celeste, and you can only see part of her face because she's holding the black bag over her face. Like they're holding it over her face. Do you know which picture I'm talking about?
I do, but
This is the purse, you guys. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this is the purse? I do. For any of you that do. Hi, it's Vinny. Welcome.
He says I feel safer around Diddy than with David, to be honest.
Dude, seriously, right? Oh my gosh. All right, so this is 4-2. He's feeling himself. I know I have an album to drop, but who says I can't drop 2 albums? Oh, right. He's really doing the most here. He said that he had bipolar. I wonder if that was like a diagnosis or if he just was saying like, you know, some people are like, oh, I'm bipolar, but they don't really have a diagnosis. Like I wonder,
self-diagnosed, yeah.
Yeah, like I wonder. I don't know. I wonder if anybody knows if there's evidence anywhere. Like if he just.
The master says, he cut. So talking about the red ink on her finger. Yeah, he cut off David in red ink.
Oh, yeah.
I was ready. I called all stuff he did based on art on CD cover, and turns out I was right about him taking finger or eye. Okay, so about the eye, I actually watched something about her eye being missing too when they found her in the, I cannot say front, I just can't say it. So, Siri's still on here, she can tell you too. Your eyeball can literally dissolve into like fluid, like literally. So here's what the doctor said that was on the show, and I think I put it in Discord. He said, it was Joseph Morgan, isn't that his name?
Yes.
Okay, so he said if they had removed the eye, and I totally agree with this, there would have been some markings of some sort on her orbital bone, unless they reached in there and pulled it out, which, you know, there's no sign of that. So he said if they cut it, if somebody actually took it out the way Nancy Grace would say it was taken out, that there would be markings on her orbital bones, and I totally agree with that. I 100% agree with that. So this whole eye missing stuff, I'm not sure I'm on board with that.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm glad that you said that. Wait, look over here. Do you guys see the purse in this one? I feel like he puts this stuff in like plain view on purpose. Like, to me, he has to know that, but I guess he's got all the other stuff in the background too, so maybe he's just not worried about it all over, but I feel like he leaves clues to like let people know that he's got a girl there, or Celeste, like depending on what you know, and it's like clues. Does anybody else feel like that?
I don't know, honestly.
I just feel like if he was that worried, wouldn't you make sure that there's nothing in the picture that could point you to the girl that's missing?
Yeah, but then on the other hand, it might not be a clue. It might just be he doesn't give a shit.
That's what I guess. Guess what? That's probably what I mean more. So it's just a bit like it's just part of his bad behavior. Like But my thing is that I don't feel like it's a coincidence that we see different purses of hers or shoes or something in the background of his things. I feel like he knows that they're there and he doesn't give a shit. Like he's putting it out there.
I 100% agree with that.
I feel like if not, he would have put the things
Lucy.
away.
Yeah, Lucy was just. I'm assuming you're talking about the eye, Lucy.
Oh yeah.
Injury, insects, foreign matter. Completely, yes, 100%. I don't believe that somebody yanked her eye out. I just don't believe that. I mean, it can literally dissolve and disappear. She was there. She was skeletonized. So think about that.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
and wasn't like part of her head or whatever skeletonized, but the other part wasn't. So maybe just the one eye was there because it wasn't.
That's what the autopsy says. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe the one eye just didn't completely disintegrate yet, for lack of better.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
And the other side did. I get it. That makes sense.
Everybody's trying to sensationalize, saying, you cut her eye out. I'm like, we don't know that. I mean, we don't know that. So,
real quick, as of 4/10/2025, so this is just 13 days, so 2 weeks before this happens. He's at Coachella. Now, it says, he's not. Oh no, he is. It says at Coachella, I'm going to sing "Feel It" like 20 times in a row, and then just leave. And then he says, haha, just kidding. And then on 4/11, oh, watch this. He fell at Coachella.
Oh yeah, it was freaking hilarious. Fabulous.
That was like bad too. Somebody was like,
they replay it over and over.
Yeah,
and over.
somebody said that they were like, did he do that on purpose? I was like, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
That was like a pretty big, like that was a face first bang. I was like, if you were doing that on purpose, you would have fell differently. Like, look, I just paused it and literally his face is the very first thing to hit. Damn.
So, Master, I see your question. Why one eye, not the other? It could have been the way she was laying in the trunk. I'm not saying that we're right about this. I'm just saying that Dr. Scott, whatever his name is, what's his name?
Dr. Joseph Scott Morgan. He's brilliant.
He was saying that he felt, he's a doctor. He feels very strongly that wasn't the case. There would have been some markings or some signs that the eye was removed. So, and he says on there, and I think I put it in Discord, but anyway, he says on there that, he leans more towards that. It could have been the way she was laying in the truck, could have been insects, could have been, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
There's no way for us to be sure of that.
Look at this one.
All right, dude.
What is wrong with him? Okay, wait, what's in the background here?
Oh, there he did it, though.
Is that a bag on the couch?
I don't know. Yeah, some sort of bag.
Like, there's always a bag on the couch. It's weird. Like, and it's always in view. I don't know why. I just feel like that's not a coincidence. I don't know. And then let's see whose shoes are here while he's up in the air. We have a pair of gray Nikes. We have a pair of, like, army boots. This looks like a girl's purse or something, that silver thing. I don't know what the hell that is, but it was in the last video, too. And then that's about it here. Okay. All right. This is 4/14. So the next one is 4/14 again. He puts, made everyone laugh at my backflip, then made everyone cry to my song. And then he said maybe the backflip was the friends we made along the way. Okay. So I guess he like sings, I don't know. Oh, this is romantic homicide. So he's singing, you died in the back of my mind and I didn't even cry. I didn't shed a tear.
Yeah.
No. Like, that's sick. And then he says, I hate you.
Mm-hmm.
It's sick.
Yeah.
So then
It's very sick.
on 4/18.
It's like screaming, come arrest me.
Yeah, right. On 4/18, he's on stage again, and now he does. It says, I feel it even more today, baby. And he does a backflip again. It says the Black Flip Redemption Arc. Thank you, Benson Boone. But this is on 4/18. So this is 5 days before. Like, think about that. Like, that's just crazy to me. Look, he's like feeling himself. Like, watch. Like, look, like his confidence from the very beginning to now is just. Do you think that too? Like, I feel like. I don't know.
I don't know. I can't say. I mean, to me, he's acting weird the entire time he's been on the planet, in my opinion. So, I don't know. I mean, you would be, that's more.
I guess what? I bet that's like,
Yeah.
I bet, I'm looking out at that crowd. I bet that's like exhilarating. You probably feel higher than anything in the world.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm sure there's some of that too. But I do feel like he gets more brazen and he gets more confident in what he's doing.
I agree with that.
But all
I agree
of
with
that would go along with a narcissist who at the very beginning, I feel like we get to see narcissistic behavior. Again, I'm not diagnosing him in case anybody's just joining, but we're looking at behaviors, right? So if we're looking, and if he did something like this, I'm sorry, I don't think that somebody that's not antisocial could do, or narcissistic do something, both do something like this. If he did this, like, I don't know what else you could be than a, antisocial personality. So,
Yeah.
right, don't you agree? Like, to cut someone up is pretty next level. That's horrible.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
he
agree.
could have just, not just, I didn't mean that the way it sounded, but he could have like disposed of her whole. Like, why did he feel the need to cut her up? Like, do you guys think he was gonna, like, that he thought like he was gonna put her in that incinerator that they found?
I don't know. There's so many questions. So many people are asking that question. And if he had it, why didn't he? It was
Because
stupid.
I think because somebody from California, I forget, said they were like, there's no way. They said if you had an incinerator in California, like with all the fires and all, like they would, like somebody would tell, like they would, like your neighbors would be so afraid of that too, that like somebody would tell on you, like somebody you would. So I don't know. Does anybody agree with that? I don't live there.
Okay, so then you saying that, I'm going to say this. So as opposed to having the incinerator and nobody telling, you think there's somebody out there that knows that he didn't do this to Celeste and they're not telling? You see what I'm saying? It's like...
Well, no, I mean, like, if he uses an incinerator and, like, what are the chances of, like, a fire occurring and stuff? Like, maybe he rethought it after. I don't know, but they said that they didn't use it.
Yeah, I did hear that. They didn't use it.
So,
it was like
or
not
he,
even
I don't
used
know.
at all.
Yeah, and it's alleged still. But
Yeah.
he was feeling himself there. Look
I
at
mean,
here.
we are getting,
Here we go. This is the day. And that bag's in the side here again. Where was the white bag that you were saying?
It was sitting right at the end of the couch right there. And then there's your shoes in the same spot.
I see the shoes right here, the white shoes.
Yeah, I don't see the bag in that picture, but that's the same place.
That's weird. I don't see the bag here either, but I swear I saw it when we were looking at hers.
We did earlier. There's a picture and it's sitting on the end of the couch. The
Well,
white
I
bird.
see the black bag here again, and that again is just, to me. But it says my album drops tomorrow, so this is the day of, you guys.
Right.
So my thing is, I guess by having the shoes here, one may assume that she's there because her shoes are there. However, she's also been seen wearing other shoes, so could she have, shoes there? So, like, I don't know what time this was. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, there's no way of knowing. So.
And if they think that he did this on 4/23, did they mean, like, in the early AM? And this could have been, like, afterwards during the day. Oh, Lucy, mother effing Lucy.
Thank you.
This is amazing.
Lucy.
This is amazing.
Amazing, Lucy. Wow. Lucy, you guys, just 100% gifted 5 Minds Behind True Crimes memberships. Wow, Lucy, that was so generous of you. Wow, thank you. So let's see. Cannibal, you are now a member. Lisa, Larry, Pretty Kitty, that's cute. ALR5. Oh my gosh, thank you. You guys, hopefully you go say thank you to Lucy. Look, you guys. Welcome to the Minds Behind True Crime, where we put the fun and dysfunctional. There you go. Lucy, thank you. That was so, so generous of you. I appreciate you. That was so kind.
So, do you want to go look at the Saul stuff real quick?
No, because this is the day that she passed away, and I feel like I went through this whole thing and got here. So I feel like if I didn't...
Let me write it down, then I don't want to lose this.
So this is, but we're getting there because we're on the day of. So there's not much, after this. So this is the day of. So then the next one is 425. So you guys, if you took notice, he 100% was posting all the time, and then he skips a day. He doesn't post on 424 the day after.
Ah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So his next one is until 425. And it says, my album is out. Look at that. Okay, this is what I wanted to show you. Duh. Okay, you guys, watch this. Watch this. He, shows us. Okay, Truth, I want you to watch.
This
is for Truth. Look at that, Truth. Look at his hand. I feel like he drew. I feel like he has an injury on his hand. And
that's red ink. Hold on a second. Or it's red ink, like Red David, written on her finger.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Just think it out loud. That looks like ink to me, not an injury.
Okay, that's why I'm asking.
And that's just my opinion.
No, I want to hear what people say. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Because I want to know.
That's strange that that's red.
So Z Young thinks what I was thinking at first, but I don't know what I was thinking. And again, I'm not a nurse, but I was thinking, could that be an injury in the center? So going that across, could that be an injury from something like maybe the butt of something so maybe not like a cut, but an injury of some sort. And then he drew on top of it because look, if you look at the sides of where that line is, going from east to west, if you look at the ends of that, he draws out further the cross and then does it up and down. Do you guys see what I'm saying?
I see it, but
look at the grip of his knuckle. Look at the grip of his knuckle. Wait, where?
I'm trying to zoom in.
I don't see what you're saying. The grip of his knuckle. But yeah, I'm gonna stop it on. Wait till you guys see, because it stays for days and like a long time. So look, here goes another angle. I don't know, you guys. What is that? Hi, Wing.
I'm sorry. I snipped it twice. So
Hi, Wing Matchbox. Welcome. The grip of his knife. That's what I was saying. Could that be? That's what I mean. So maybe not a cut.
That's true, Harley. I don't think that's an injury. But like I said, that's just my opinion. It's too perfect.
What did Truth say?
Truth's not commenting.
Oh, you guys, the dog is ferociously barking. Will you talk for 1 minute?
Yeah.
I love
I'll
you.
talk for one. So what do y'all think in the chat? Do y'all think that's too perfect, or do you think it looks like an injury? I don't think it looks like an injury. And like I said, what kind of alerts me is this is a day of, she said, and that means that, just think about it, that looks like red ink to me, and she had Red David on her finger that's missing. I'm just thinking out loud. Yeah, Harley, it does to me too. But I find that very curious, if that is red ink, and then the red ink on her finger that was missing. I wonder when that red ink picture was taken of her hand. Autopsy said there was a 3 to 4 inch of something sharp, and that knife has about 4 to 3 inches. Harlot says, Truth says it looks like a cross smeared in blood. That could be true. She texted me, y'all, that. I don't know, Harlot. I think it is in there somewhere. And I'll go tomorrow and kind of dig around for it. I think I posted a picture of it, like just a hand. Somebody caught a picture of her hand in some video or something, and you can clearly see it. It says David, and it's in script. It's not written like in, print. It's like written in cursive, old school. That's what we call it. And y'all probably don't know what that is, but anyway,
cursive. When me and Gianna want to like mess with Ava, we write in cursive, because when we moved, Gianna was in 8th grade and Ava was in 1st or 2nd grade. 2nd grade. She just went in 2nd. And so they didn't teach cursive yet, but Gianna knew cursive because they went to Catholic school at first. So me and Gianna, if we write in cursive, it takes Ava a minute to figure out what we're saying. It's so funny. They don't teach it in public schools. Are you there, Cuff?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm reading chat.
Oh,
Her fish tattoo is in black. It's in black, Lisa.
Oh, yes, it is.
It's black, yeah. And the David, whatever was written, or tattoo, or whatever was red.
So
it's just black too. When you see his, it's black too. Who is that child?
That's his sister.
Oh, I had a heart attack.
Yeah, that's his sister. And he's like, I feel like, again, he's just blatantly showing it. Like, why is he showing that hand and not the other hand? I don't know. I just feel like he just, you'll see it in all of them. Look, he does it again. Fun fact, I wrote this song about Chicken Little. He is so weird. But you're gonna see, I think he shows his palm at some point. Oh, look at his fit. Look at that ring.
Hang on 1 second, I'm trying
Oh my God, Cub, you have to look at that ring.
Okay, hold on, I'm coming back.
How
oh, yeah, it's a bow.
Manipulative is that?
Let me grab it. Hold on, I'm keeping these rings. Because, with her fingers missing, I feel like maybe they'll be found, or something will be found where somebody did something really sick and took a picture of it or some shit like that, and I want to have these.
He definitely had braces. God, good for him.
And he's got some pretty teeth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find,
and then it says, did you get the reference or not? So unserious.
I'm looking. I'm sorry, I'm not ignoring you. I'm looking right now.
No, I'm reading the comments in his thing.
Yeah, I'm in Discord looking. Z, where did you post it at? Hold on a second. She said, look at Discord. I just sent the photo of David holding Celeste ring, please. All right, so I'm in Discord. You put it under Celeste and David? Hang on, let me go back.
Oh, I just got a notification, so refresh it, because I think it's there.
Okay.
And then on 428, you guys, he's like back to just doing his thing. Like, that's just unbelievable to me. That this is literally, this says me whenever my TikTok streak gets ended. Oh my God, you guys, this one was so creepy to me. You guys, listen to this one real quick, okay? This says, just tell me you hate me, okay? This is 429. So this is 6 days after, so not even a week after. And it says, me whenever my TikTok streak gets ended.
Oh, I think I've seen that one before. Let me go back.
Right, but
yeah.
Could that be his TikTok streak with her?
I don't know, yeah.
Streaks are big with kids. Now he's 21 or 20, so I don't know that we're talking about him, but this one says, we have a #1 album debut on Spotify. Thank you all. But this is what he wanted according to the prosecution, right? He got rid of her because he was afraid that if she was found out that it would take his money away, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, so I want you to go to Discord if you can real quick, because Z posted really good pictures, actually. Of the rings and hands under, she put them under jail.
I got it. Here we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds like a fucking engagement ring to me. I don't know what y'all saying. I mean, like, for freaking real. And then there's a wedding band on the other finger. It looks like next to the engagement ring on the one picture.
Oh, this is the bag I was talking about.
That's the black bag. Yeah, that is the black bag.
This is the bag with the this is the picture of her, I think. Oh, look, I could.
Yeah, I think that's her too. Yeah.
What are those? Is that like? Oh, I guess that's part of like this.
What the hell is up with that is. All right, now I'm gonna go down this rabbit hole. Thanks, Z. I'll be up on Dr. Vona is. I'll sit up all night.
I will too. You know me. I will too. All right, so now look at this one, you guys. Nellie's holding the ring.
And then, yeah, he's holding it. And, I wonder what date that is. I wish we knew the date of the other one where she has it in her hand.
I don't know.
Wow. I wonder if that's afterward. Yeah, I'm real curious now. Click on that first one with the drink in it.
What's this? I don't know what that is. I think I should.
Good catch, Steve. I'm going to put you to work in this tour.
That's funny. So, all right, wait, let me go back to this real quick. So what was the timestamp for Jay?
I don't know, but I want to say welcome Z and Lisa into Discord.
Yes, welcome. You said I don't know, and this is what you were telling me to go back
I'm sorry. Okay, Jay. It is 2 hours and 26 minutes.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you. All right, we'll do. All right, hold on. And then I'm going to. I hate when I have my picture showing when there's
right there's good.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. All right, let's play it. Anyway, just so you guys, just in case anybody doesn't know, this is Guilty of Crime. Go over and subscribe. But you guys, look at this real quick before I hit play. Look at this 3D printed saw. This is exactly what I thought.
Yep. So that video is
wow.
I'll drop the link to that video for that guy that's.
Yeah, I like him. I've been watching him lately.
I do too. And he does the whole thing on the saw. So I'll drop that in Discord too in a little bit. But let me put Jay's.
All right, let me play this.
Didn't watch? You should definitely go check out the Jumpsuit Pablo. He's having a little bit of a mental health crisis. So anyway, that's the 3D print. I went over that with my boss today. We actually got a saw from his desk, went to the filament, printed some stuff out, and it's absolutely plausible. That's probably what happened. All right, so that's it right there. Let's continue though. I mean, I could have printed one. It usually takes about overnight to print something like this, and then you got to clean the filament off because they have the support on it. Every time you print something, there's support. So you said it hasn't been taking its toll on you too? I mean, it does. I did not even stream yesterday, and I was still obsessing over this case and the Guthrie case. Yeah, we did. I mean, we literally went over that. I went over this video with him, and we were like, yeah, let's look at that. Oh, he privated it? Oh man, if you guys saw the Jumpsuit Pablo video, it makes me sad, but I also can relate. Now, he's been doing it for a lot longer than I have, but I've noticed I have to take the weekends off, because if I don't take the weekends off all weekend long, I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm just trying to chase the news and I'm like, I need to spend time with my family and all this other stuff. So, big prayers to Pablo and any other true crime creators or creators that are having the same thing, because I can relate. I can relate, but he's been doing it a lot longer. All right. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you need to take a break.
Take a look. So look, this is a whole breakdown of how you can make this. I don't know if
I'm glad he's showing that, because what he just picked off is the supporting filament. You always have to do that. Like I said, if I printed this out, this would be solid. There probably wouldn't be any support in there, and you could put how much support you want it to be. So if I want this to be something that I throw, then I do like 80% inside. That makes it solid. If I just want it to show nicely but be light, I would put almost no supports inside, and there would be some supports on the outside that just print it up, and I'd have to pull the stuff off of this. All right, so let's continue.
Printed it himself if you bought it, or it could be, you know, just a plastic hacksaw he got from somewhere else. But this is a real thing. As you can see, the blue blade there. I wonder if David watched this video. Honestly, the fact that you could craft something like this so easily, and you just have to have these serrated edges that are really sharp.
Wow.
And you know, it's made of plastic. It's not going to be strong enough. I'm not going to be able to stop teeth breaking off.
Prayer
So
so
God. But as you can see, this ain't too difficult. This ain't difficult to put together.
Nope.
It wasn't hard. Okay? And there it is. Yeah. It's actually killing me.
I just don't but I don't know how like somebody would think that would work.
She talks about it in a second. It
Oh,
will work.
all right. Well, let's hear it. All right, let's hear it.
So chilling to see that. But that is.
Blue filament, which is what that blade would have been coated on, was what they found.
All right. Let's
That's
see.
now the theory. That he might have cut her up with a 3D printed hacksaw.
Now, guys, that would make sense on why it was so sloppy, because that's also tiring as well. It's very tiring to use something like that. Even if it was metal, it's really tiring to sit there in one spot. Now, you see this cutting through wood, and it already took 5 more steps than I would want to do. I'm already tired by the time what he just did. But imagine not knowing what you're doing like he did, and trying to take the body apart at the joints and it not working, because it doesn't. It doesn't work the way you think it might. Midnight Lace, happy Friday. Good to see you. Black Dahlia, huh?
It's just twisted, okay? Just so tired of hearing about it. So, the write-up... Oh, we already read that. Okay, so, yeah, that... I just need to digest that for a second, because that actually does look like what happened. And so what we're going to see later on in this document that I think is really interesting, that's worth looking into, is some accounts of actually how she was found.
They do.
Obviously, we've got the toxicology report here, and it says alcohol was present.
What they call it, blue plastic pieces, and the saws that have the blue on them aren't necessarily plastic pieces. They are. It's like a thin film. I don't think that's what they're talking about, but we'll find out. We will definitely find out. I know what a saw blade looks like that has that plastic kind of over it. It's like a light. It actually looks like what I have here. I have this light plastic thing, like this, and it peels off. I want to show it so you can see, because I know what you're talking about. It's like this. They usually the saws will come with like a plastic piece that comes over it, and then if you're using it, it's gonna get those little bits and pieces. But I think this is a lot more transparent and different than what they're talking about. I think the plastic pieces are more defined, more of a filament, more of like the supporting. It's not even really plastic; it's a support for the filament. But we'll see. We'll see. I just think it's different. But we don't know.
But that might have been produced in her body.
You can.
Wait, hold on. I lowered you a little bit for. Wait, what'd you say?
Okay, all right.
No. I lowered both of us because if we both talk and then we hear it at the same time, I didn't want it to be, because I didn't want anybody to complain. So I just lowered it a tiny bit so I didn't hear what you said. But what'd you say? Because I have a pulse.
That was the part that really interested me, was that blue filament.
Yes.
That what she's saying. If you listen to what she said, that piece of plastic she held up is not what would be on there. What would be on there would be almost like a coating as a support. It would be like a support to make that blade stronger. So it would be blue. The support part is the blue part. That's what she's saying.
But she's saying that she doesn't think that it's that thin piece. She thinks it's something stronger, right?
Right. It's a support. It's like a form of a support that they...
I wonder, what is the support made of? Does anyone know?
I don't think she says it on here, but she says it would have come up as he was, dismembering
Which
her.
is what they pretty much see, right?
Right. They found tiny pieces of, they don't know if it's plastic yet or what. They haven't really said. I don't think it says in the autopsy for sure. It just names what it is.
Gotcha.
Like it's blue plastic pieces.
Some point else. Seems to appear that she tested positive for methamphetamine and MDMA as well as benzodiazepines. Now that is very, very interesting, and I haven't heard people talking about this benzodiazepine part.
Yeah, I asked the question right there.
What's that?
I asked the question. That's me. Can you remove the plastic piece before using it?
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
And what'd she say? Does she answer?
She said yes.
Okay.
But if he's retarded, like we all think he is, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that word. I'm so sorry. Then he wouldn't have done it probably.
What does anybody know what color the blade would be?
I just sent 2 videos. I mean, I've seen saws in the store with red blades and all color blades, so
So I do wonder what that's gonna work out being.
Yes.
So it's got some information about the alcohol analysis. A presumptive positive result, PP, signifies a detection of a drug class, but must be confirmed by additional testing for true identification. So I don't believe it was a significant amount. Obviously, we've already seen these pictures of exactly where the wounds were. It's really sad to see that. And then obviously this one's more comprehensive. It actually shows the cuts, multiple defects here. It looks like there were attempts.
Should I continue to show her to do something different?
No, I'm sorry. I was reading. These post all kinds of good shit in Discord that we can look at maybe on the next video. But she's doing a dump in here. So let me just tell you, Z, if you put something like in general like this right here, and I move it to the Celeste and David or Hernandez file, don't be offended by it. Anybody in here can tell you, I'm like really a freak about making sure it's in the right file. So I'll drop this stuff. I can forward it to that file. So just know, don't be offended if I do that. And usually I drop, and like if somebody post something twice, like if I post it and somebody else posts it, I usually delete mine and leave you guys's. So.
Okay, awesome. Okay, let's see. Okay, so let me not stop sharing this real quick. Hi guys. And do we have anything else?
No, that's all. That Saul thing was so interesting to me. That was really
so interesting to me, you guys.
Yeah.
What did you guys think about that? Do you guys think that it could be a 3D printer? I do.
I do too.
Mm-hmm. I definitely
really do.
I wish could we look up what the blade would have been made of? I bet I could.
Well, Harlot, drop that link again, Harlot. If you can still get to it. She had a real short video she found about, I think.
Oh, yes, please. I want to watch that.
Yeah, if y'all drop it again. And, hey, I want to say, let me hold on. Right here, I was seeing something. Somebody was saying, why didn't they just go buy a saw? Because, here it is. Why print a 3D saw when you can buy one for $5? Because, like Lisa says, you have to go to a store and purchase that. And this man is rich, and he has money to have a 3D printer. So that's why we're saying in our minds that would make more sense. There's no trace of it. He made it in his house. Well, I say that. There is a trace, and Jay talks about that because it's stored in the printer.
Makes sense. Did Harlot? Oh, Harlot said she'll grab it.
Yeah.
So we'll watch this video. How's everybody's Friday night doing? Could you guys do me a huge favor and hit like or subscribe or both?
And you guys, thanks so much. There's 50-something people in here.
There really is.
Yeah, and that dislike and stuff, that really means a lot. So
yes, I totally agree with you. You guys, just in case you're like, who is she talking to? This is Cuff You, our moderator, who does so very much for us. Okay, I see the link. All right, let me pull the link up real quick. And let me just make sure that we all see the same thing real quick. Oh no, I'm glad I just looked.
Oh, thanks, Z. And there it is, yeah.
Where are you?
I want to see this too. I'm interested too.
Let's say it.
Okay.
What is 3D printing? 3D printing refers to a variety of processes in which two-dimensional layers of material are deposited and joined, one upon the next, to form three-dimensional objects. This process is also known as additive manufacturing, and is a fundamentally different way of producing parts compared to traditional, subtractive, or formative manufacturing technologies. How does a 3D printer work? The 3D printing process always begins with a digital 3D model that is converted into an STL file. This model is then sliced by the 3D printer software into thin, two-dimensional layers and turned into a set of instructions, known as a G-code, for the 3D printer to execute. From here, the way a 3D printer works varies by process. For example, desktop FDM printers melt plastic filaments and lay them down onto the print platform through a nozzle. Large industrial SLS 3D printers use a laser to melt thin layers of metal or plastic powders. Plastics are by far the most common, but metals can also be 3D printed. Depending on the size of the part and type of 3D printer, a 3D print usually takes about 4 to 18 hours to complete. However, 3D...
Oh wow, 4 to 18 hours. Wait, look how cool that just looked.
Jay said that about time. Sometimes, depending on how big the size of whatever they're 3D printing, it can like literally take up to like 80 hours sometimes. Like it can literally take 2 or 3 days for it to print.
Gotcha.
That's crazy.
Okay, let's hear what it says.
Plastic filaments and lay them down onto the print platform through a nozzle. Large industrial SLS 3D printers use a laser to melt thin layers of metal or plastic powders. Plastics are by far the most common, but metals can also be 3D printed. Depending on the size of the part and type of 3D printer, a 3D print usually takes about 4 to 18 hours to complete.
Look at that.
However,
that was so cool. That's what I mean. What is that material? Does anyone know?
type of 3D printer.
It's usually plastic, but it can be metal.
Oh, because look at this over here. Wow, that's plastic, I think.
3D print usually
But look, like it just fills it in so quickly.
takes about 4 to 18.
That is just so quickly. But it takes, what did he say, 4 to
18 hours.
18 hours. Wow.
hours to complete.
It
However,
is.
3D printed parts often require some post-processing to achieve the desired level of surface finish.
Oh, y'all drop it. I'm sorry, y'all.
Wow.
This is the only beginner's guide to 3D.
Whoops. Oh, beginner's guide to 3D printing. Oh,
Let's go get one.
Oh, this is the thing I was talking about that I thought that it looked like, but in blue.
Put this roll of filament here on this little holster. You see how it holds this?
This is what I pictured, you guys. I pictured something like this type of thing.
So I'm going to load the filament here on the holster.
I would go with Jade says, because she works with this.
And then I am going to enter the filament end into this machine. And it's going to auto feed into the 3D printer. See here, I'll show you. Now what's happening here is the filament on the side here is fed up into these lines and it has gone to the 3D printer head. And then what's going to happen here is this hot end right here, you could think of it as a hot glue gun. This is going to come down and slowly start printing things in layers and literally 3D print 3D object. And what's really cool is with some of these 3D printers, we can actually do it directly from our phones. So I'm just going to show you how quick we can do this. I am going to search for a boat. Okay, so let's click on this boat right here. And then I can click prepare to print here at the bottom. It tells me this is going to take 31 minutes to print. I choose my printer. I choose the color. So it's pink down here. See how it's set up over there? And you can see the colors over there. I'm going to choose that. Then I'm going to click on start print and you can see it. It says downloading and now the 3D print is about to start on the 3D printer. As we can see here, the printer head is moving and it's going to start the process of getting ready to 3D print this. And I know this might...
This is so cool.
Seem like, you know, if you already know what this is, cool. But this video is aimed at total beginners, guys. And I feel like you don't know what 3D printing...
That would be me.
Is until you see it. You have to see it to believe it. All right, so the 3D printer has started printing the small little boat. And as you can see, it's doing small little thin layers.
And Jamie, let me ask you something real quick.
Good.
So somebody, I think it's Vinny, asked about, you know, you and I have the David Closet's Discord link.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have it, yeah. And she wanted me to drop that. I'm not going to drop it in here. If you join our Discord, I'll put it in the Discord. I'm not going to drop it here.
Yeah, that would be a bit much.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do you guys want to see how this works, or you're not interested, or what? Let me see. Let's skip through a little bit. But let's just watch
And
for
it's
another
using the
second.
plastic to create a boat, and it's crazy. Think of a 3D printer like a robotic hot glue gun, right? That nozzle right there, I'm trying to get a good view here, is essentially heating up this plastic right here. It's slowly feeding in here. We can see it. It's feeding into the 3D printer head.
Is this the filler that Jay's talking about?
Yeah, I mean, that's what he's talking about. This is actually, well, no.
Well, that would make sense though, right? Because he's saying it's like a hot glue gun. So I guess depending on how much you fill up the center will depend on how hollow it is.
How hard it is, how viable it is, yes.
And what it's doing is it's using coordinates to knowing where to put the warmed up filament. And that's where we get all this cool stuff, right? And it takes a little bit of time to 3D print, but it's actually gonna blow your mind what you can 3D print. Like, it's absolutely crazy. This is a big container right here that just screws on there very nicely. Here's a flower vase that I printed my girlfriend. Here's a giant Pokemon. Something like this could take anywhere like 6 to 8 hours to 3D print, but like, isn't it kind of insane? Here's some more cool things we 3D printed over here. And what's really cool is you can actually paint your things, right? We have a lot of fun just painting these 3D printed objects into like whatever you kind of want. So there you have it. This is what 3D printing looks like live in action. And
that's really cool, right? That's interesting.
Very cool.
So interesting.
Yeah, and I said I'll put that. So let me just tell you all about David's closet Discord real quick, because a lot of what you're going to see. A lot of what you're going to see in there is, here it is. It's older stuff, but if you go down to where it has, and you'll see this whenever I put it in Discord, it has pictures and videos. People are literally still posting in there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. I was like, what the hell? I couldn't believe it. I was like, and there's a lot of old pictures in there. I mean, there's some cool stuff in there. So I'll put it like drawings and.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So join our Discord. We'll put the link in the chat.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I bet you are.
I'm tired.
You've had a big day.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for Gia. I'm so happy for her.
My daughter graduates college, you guys. Woohoo! Now
That's
off
a big deal.
to the next thing. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Thank you all for being here. Thank you to all the new people. If you like this and you haven't been here before, please consider subscribing so that you get notifications, like it, so that YouTube knows that you like it at least, so that it'll show us again. Or show me again whenever the hell I'm talking. I don't know when the hell I'll be talking again. We'll see. Maybe not. I don't know about tomorrow, because Saturdays I usually hang out with my husband.
Date night.
It's date night. But sometimes I just find my way here somehow at some point. So we'll see what happens. You never know. I am so tired. But I appreciate you guys so much. And thank you, Cuff, you especially, for coming up here. That was so kind of you. And thank you to all of you that, you know, joined us. And thank you to my mods. All of you. I couldn't do this without any of you. So thank you. And to all the members, you guys are the backbone of this motherfucking YouTube channel. Anything you want to say before we go?
No, I'm just so happy we had a good live tonight.
That was a great live. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, the input was great, and we were able to read because Dr. Vona usually focuses on what she's presenting, and that way I can watch the chat. And I mean, you can have Harlow or Truth do it next time. You know, I'm just saying, but I can focus on the chat a little bit. She can't look at both. And that way I can, like, you know, pull out something and say, hey, look at this one or whatever. So, great chat. Awesome chat.
It was an awesome chat. And thank you so much for helping me there. And I do think it was helpful because then I didn't have to read everything, so that I feel like the show keeps it going when I don't have to read every little thing. So
yeah.
Thank you. I love you guys.
See you guys in Discord.
Oh, yes, you guys. I literally haven't I been in Discord a lot?
Yes.
You guys, I'm getting used to it, so come join us in Discord. I'm there.
How exciting is that, you guys? Don't you love it when she's in there? I do.
So there you go. You never know. Never know when you're going to find me in Discord. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and I appreciate you, and I will see you I don't know when. Tomorrow's Sunday, but just put your notifications on so that you'll just know when I just can come on. I just have like 45 jobs. All right.